How's it going, my friends? Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's hyped from the CATHAY trailer. Pretty goddamn cool for sure. We can chat about that a little bit today. And of course, it is going to be a standard King of the Hill, so picks, bans, all that sort of good stuff. Just gives us some time to catch up, have some fun. And it is open to anyone. So the King of the Hill right now lobby is open, and the password is 1234. So if you want to join, whether you're a youngling or an experienced veteran, let's get you in here and let's do it to it. So question in chat, do you think that the dragon is going to be a mount option for the character or a monster? You know, personally, as far as the daughter of the emperor goes in the CATHAY trailer, I think it's going to be a transform option, which is kind of like, you know, hopefully it'll be better. Like you can go back and forth with like a 30-second cooldown type thing. It'd be really neat to see that though. Kind of like, you know, how your boy Malice Darkblade does it, but just better. Yeah, it looks really cool. Yeah, you got the war balloons as well. War balloons are just going to be like flying war wagons, like 100%, which is cool. It looks like they're going to have a pretty scary Air Force. We saw some units in the beginning of the trailer where they had the, you know, the flying kind of Pegasus Knight units. They looked very similar to like the Ravens Heralds, but more melee focused, which is really cool. So they're going to have a pretty scary Air Force, like flying, you know, Pegasus Knight equivalents. You have war wagons up in the sky. You have, you know, these cool draconic characters that can fly up in the sky. They're going to be very, very formidable in the Air Force. Plus, they have the handheld grenade launchers. You could see basic artillery. They had like cannons and mortars back there, which is really, really exciting. Yeah, CATHAY was super hyped, man. That trailer was awesome. All right, so we got Contende and Sonath. So Sonath picks and bans first. So pick one, ban two. Good luck, have fun. All right. So we'll get the map set for these two fine gentlemen. We're going to open up with the Bone Zone, baby. Bone Zone all day, every day. It's our favorite map here in the community, and we're not gonna mess around. We're not gonna mess around. Yeah, I'm sure. Like, yeah, I think lesser characters will have a basic mount. I think you're 100% on point there. Like, you know, some of the wizard characters will probably have some sort of a dragon mount, but I think for like the big Papa character there, it's going to be a transform. Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, she basically does transform. She like dives down. There's like a channeling process with the lightning gathering around her, and then she transforms. So that's got to be it. I thought the CATHAY trailer was super goddamn awesome. It was intense, man. The Tzeentch stuff was really, really neat as well. I enjoyed seeing the disc riders and the way that they did the blue horrors. Those were actually pretty freaky. Like the ones on tabletop are kind of a bit of a meme, you know? You look at them and you're like, oh, that's kind of corny looking. But these ones are actually kind of scary looking. Also, the Tzeentch warriors with like the glowing mutations and stuff, that was really badass. So I think the Tzeentch faction looks amazing. Obviously, this was more focused on CATHAY. We'll probably get a separate trailer for Tzeentch at some point. But I thought it was really, really cool. Jatron, hey Turin, what's your opinion on the giant Stone Guardians? Keep up the good streams. I think the Stone Guardians are going to be like a smaller version. What the hell? These guys like picked their shit already? Jesus, we were just getting started. I think that the Stone Guardians are going to be very much like miniature Titans, like Aero Titans, right? They'll be faster. They'll probably cost, if we really want a tinfoil hat, like a Titan's like 2,000, I can see them costing like 1,600, being a little bit more mobile, a little bit less hard hitting, and obviously very tanky because they're made of some sort of a hard material. So, That's some delicious tea right there. All right, 1 second, my friends. Just got to put my tea off to the side here. It's like spilling all over my desk. Curses. All right, whatever. That's fine. Yeah, really, really hyped though. Those Tzeentch horrors were scary. Yeah, they were freaky looking. You know, they were super. I don't think they're going to be bigger than Titans. Like when you see a Titan in the Tomb Kings trailer, it's literally like the size of a building. It's just Titanic. These guys were like, you know, they were big, but not anywhere near the scope of the Titan. So I think they'll be like a smaller monster unit. I'm trying to think of something that's, you know, could be an equivalent of what's in the game now. Yeah. No, it wasn't microwaved. I got it outside of I didn't make it myself, so. Dude, the Titans were so cool. Yeah. I'm really hyped. CATHAY's roster looked fun. I mean, I love artillery and powder factions. That's why Empire is one of my favorite, and dwarves. So having all of that, plus like the cool monsters, it's like, it adds so much spice. Yeah, the earthbending was so cool. I thought the same thing with the earthbending. Yeah, when the CATHAY mage, like the basic mage character, was like doing the earthbending and blasting the Tzeentch attackers, that was so goddamn cool. All right, and here we are. It is time for ye old Warriors of Chaos, going to be led by Sonath. This is the first battle in today's King of the Hill. It's going to be Chaos Warriors mixed with some Chosen and Marauders, Archaon, Shaggoth, and a bunch of Marauder Horsemen in the front. So pretty decent little SEM squad, which is good. You could potentially be facing off against dragons and monsters and phoenixes. Although it looks like Contende is going to be going in with High Elves, and the plan looks to be net Breath, because basically with Star Dragon and Teclis, it's just so powerful. You can net Archaon, you can net the Shaggoth, and as long as they're kind of stationary and not in combat, you can just Breath on them and do like a shit ton of damage. It's really, really strong. Aside from that, we got some spears in the front, going to be taking a beating. 2 Swordmasters, excuse me, sorry about that. Swordmasters do narrowly lose to Chosen. It's a pretty close fight, if I'm not mistaken. But they'll do enough to really get in there, and you know, if there's any support of magic, they should be able to win. So yeah, pretty cool. Elite infantry builds. Both of them have a couple skirmishers. Reaver cavalry with proper micro usually do out skirmish Marauder horsemen due to the massive range advantage. You have 140 on these compared to 70, but yeah, if you get caught a little bit like that, the horsemen of course can give it back. Combat stats on horsemen is 22, 20, 24. Combat stats on reavers is far superior, with both combat stat lines being in the 30s. So yeah, we'll discuss the CATHAY stuff in between games, but during the games, of course, I'll be focusing here on ye old commentary. Thank you for joining. Yes, it is time. So Archer Fire going into the Chaos Warriors, not bad. Probably should switch on to the Chosen. You know, any damage you can do to the Chosen to give your Swordmasters the edge is going to be heavily preferred. The Reaver Cavalry skirmishing off the Chaos Horsemen, who are desperately waiting for those Tzeentch units in Game 3. And the Marauders up in the front, moving in, taking some shafts to the face, and they got their Bronze Shield, so they should be okay with this. You can see them moving in, and not the end of the world. So here comes Chaos Warriors versus Silver and Guard. This is a very favored engagement for Sonath in terms of cost trading. Silver and Guard will get massacred pretty bad by Chaos Warriors. I mean, they'll hold for a moment, but generally the armor piercing of the Chaos Warriors is very effective. So now we have Chosen versus Swordmasters. A very fun duel for sure. Swordmasters do come up to a little bit of a lead due to the Archer support, but with Archaon moving in, the Lord of the End Time's got to be coming in with that fat sword. We will see many of these Swordmasters falling before his mighty blade. But this is where the fun starts. We get the net coming in and the breath attack from the dragon. He opts to go after the Shaggoth. The Chosen are a good target too, but how will this breath attack come in? He's a little bit slow in the draw. Come on, Contender, you need to do it! Burning Head in the back. Beautiful Burning Head by Archon, but he gets in position. The net should do some good damage, and that was a pretty solid one. It does probably about 1,000 damage there, and a Fiery Convocation coming down as well in the Chaos Warriors, but Sonath very quick to dodge that, so well played on both sides. Good Burning Head there. The Chosen to the front absolutely manhandled those Swordmasters of Hoeth, and the Fiery Convocation ends up roasting a couple Silver and Guard, which is the classic. Now, Marauder Horsemen here from Sonath are in a very good position, just kind of sitting and poking up in the sky at the Star Dragon. Star Dragons do have pretty good armor, but still Volume of Fire can drag them down. And now Teclis, he better pray, baby. He's getting hunted by the Lord of the End Time, Slayer of Kings. Teclis, his steed is... Oh, yeah, I guess Foe Seeker's active, so Archaon is a little bit faster, but Archaon looks like he gets a little bit distracted and ends up going after the Reavers instead of chasing. A very ballsy Star Dragon land. I find that to be pretty risky here. I guess Regrowth is active, and there are spears nearby, so it's not the riskiest thing in the world, but Archie plus a Shaggoth with a Marauder Horseman nearby, that's going to be a ton of damage on that Star Dragon. And it looks like Chaos is pulling ahead pretty massively in this game as the Swordmasters are doing their thing. So yes, game over. Chaos wins. The Chosen annihilated the High Elf front line. The monster play was, you know, kind of losing there for the Elves, and that was it. So GG, well played. I think if you're going to do the breath attack thing on the Star Dragon, it's often more prudent to just net down. You net down one of the Chosen, and then you just like roast them one at a time to give your... Because then Swordmasters win all their fights. If you just like roasted a Chosen instantly and then attack a different one with the Star Dragon, you can win 2 fights against those Chosen, right? So I think that was something that was, you know, a little bit of a mistake there. But Sonath is going to be claiming First Blood. The password for anyone who'd like to join is a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. So thank you all again for joining. Yes. Sonath has claimed First Blood. Contende, a valiant effort. But alas, I think you needed some white lines in there too. They're pretty damn cost effective. Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Contende says, that's my warm-up game for today. Sounds good. So yeah, the CATHAY trailer was awesome, man. I loved it. I'm really excited to see what the Supreme Matriarch does. Like, if she actually transforms, for example, that's going to be really neat to see. Like, if it's a Zarkan type mechanic, I hope it's like something that can go back and forth. That would be really cool, though. Like, have her be a foot-based character, and you transform, and she like flies up in the sky, and then if there's an issue, you can like land back on the ground by transforming back into human form. I think that would be a really avant-garde mechanic. I'm really excited for the basic like missile troops too. You could see the battalion they had of the ranged female like hand cannoneers. That's really, really cool. I'm excited. Like Powder Factions, I was saying before, my favorite. Super hyped. I think the CATHAY trailer was so good. I was getting like goosebumps. I was like, oh, this is so cool. Like when the Tzeentch forces like advance on the Bastion like front lines, and then like the Supreme Matriarch, like, you know, her voice line says something like Sentinels, and then the Sentinels just like arise. You're like hell yeah, dude, and then they get out there. Oh, it was so cool. It was so cool. And yeah, you had like the grenade launchers. The mage was cool. The Avatar Earthbender mage, dude, so goddamn awesome. I'm hyped for sure. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Kairos Fateweaver was pretty. If that was Kairos Fateweaver, I'm not like the best lore aficionado. That's often why I don't make those type of videos. Like, you know, I'm sure every YouTuber and their mom put up a video today, like giving their 2 cents. But I'm like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna be like, dude, look at that big guy. He just karate chopped him. You know, like I don't know. But it was, yeah, it was great. It was great. All right, so we got Sonath. So Sonath, pick 3, ban 1 now. So we're doing the pick 3, ban 1 system. I actually think there could be, now that the game has been delayed, I actually legitimately think that there could be a toggle for flying units. Yeah. Like, I think that's very, very possible. I think we could see that. Because the game probably won't come out till, like, February, March, like, sometime in that time frame, you know, would be my wager. So, like, I think they have plenty of time to implement a toggle feature, which would be so nice. Because then you could bring Flying Lords and, like, land them if like... It's so dumb in this game right now how you can't land your flying units. You're just like, oh, well, I guess I'll just stay up here and die, you know? So if your opponent has an overwhelming air force. How much left of Cathay is left to reveal? I'm sure there's quite a bit, like special characters, mages, you know, infantry units. We only really saw one, you know, infantry type there. We saw like what looked to be like an elite kind of halberd type unit, like the big kind of Phoenix Guard-esque troops. Like they're probably going to be called Palace Guard. I bet you those were Palace Guard. We haven't seen like the basic infantry units or like the peasant tier units, because I'm sure Cathay will have like peasant levy type units and, you know, yeah, spear infantry, things like that. So there's a lot, I think, that we haven't seen yet. Chaos Space Marines banning greenskins, what? Oh, that's funny. All right, so we got Lizardmen versus Chaos here on Prague. Players will pick their armies and we'll keep going. I'm gonna have some tea in the meantime. Yes, good, Anakin, good. Yeah, that was a good compromise though, because you know they announced the game is delayed, and then they just give you this badass trailer to get you even more hyped. So, but personally, my overall opinion on the trailer being, or the game being delayed is I'm happy. I think it's good. The fact that they're like taking their time to iron things out, I think that's. I mean, yeah, I'm sure they could have rushed it out for like December or whatever, but I'm glad they're taking their time because I want it to have a good launch, and launch is like the most important aspect of games. Like you can have like a game that launches like broken as shit. And even if they fix it like a month or two after, you know, like that initial launch experience will deter like a massive, massive audience. So I really hope they take their time, iron everything out, like add all the cool features that the community wants. And even, yeah, like I don't mind. We'll be here waiting. You just make sure the product is good. Ooh, man, that tea was hot. Troy Mythos has the toggle, and that game is the build. Okay, yeah. So if Troy has the toggle, then yeah, that was probably where they're practicing. They're like, okay, let's try and implement it here and get some feedback. All right, Lizards versus Chaos, loading into the Battle of Prague. Yes. Did they say they were going to add Indin Nippon? I mean, it's certainly possible. I mean, look, if we go into like... Warhammer 2 came out in 2017. Yeah, it's been like, what, 3 or 4 years? So, like, I can see them, like, really branching out and adding those factions. Yeah, I can see, of course, Falcon's excited for the Dragon Lady. Yeah, Dragon Lady was really cool. She was. What are your thoughts on unit formations? I don't know. I'd have to see. I think it could be interesting. Like they kind of tried that with the Lance formation for Bretonia, but just nobody uses it, you know? Nobody uses it. All right. So here we are, the Battle of Prague. It's going to be Chaos versus Dinosaurs here in this battle. Let us see what happens. Oh yeah, Falcon for sure. Like, look, we're certainly in like we're at the end of a game, right? We got the last DLC for the game. It was riddled with bugs, you know, and now we're just waiting, man. We're just waiting. Like we're being teased with like this glorious stuff on the horizon, but we got to wait a little while. Yeah. Oh yeah, Warhammer will be at least 4 or 5 months away from now. Yeah. Hey, it's Professor Pone. How you doing, man? It is him. It is the Dreadlord. He is a huge avatar of Cathay. King KDI, the Dowie will put CA in the great book, no thunder barges. Gather round, sons of Grugny, war calls, hope CA finally fixes the gates and sieges. Yeah, King, My conspiracy theory about dwarves is that they're going to be getting a DLC with, God damn it, my brain just isn't working right now. Sorry guys, I just woke up before the stream. With the Chaos Dwarves. Like, I think that there will be a Chaos Dwarf DLC versus, like, regular Dowie, which would be so goddamn cool, like the Grudge match. And you could get, like, a Thunder Barge and, like, some other cool units, and of course Chaos Dwarves will just get some neat shit as well. Yeah, Age of Empires 4 will keep us warm in the winter, absolutely. Age of Empires 4 comes out October 28th, and I assume they'll probably have an open beta before then, so we can cover it, you know, sooner, like maybe even end of this month, I'm hoping. So I'll be going balls deep in covering Age of Empires 4. So we'll have that to tide us over until Warhammer 3 comes out, yeah. All right. So taking a look at the ye old forces of Sonath, our current King of the Hill, we have a Slann Mage of Life backed up by some Temple Guard and Saurus Warriors. Temple Guard are interesting here. And of course, does give you some anti-large against the big scaries like Kolek and whatnot. It also gives you armor piercing against some of the Chaos Infantry like Chaos Warriors and Chosen, but you know, it's not the most cost-effective trade to have Temple Guard fighting a cheaper Chaos Warrior great weapon. We got Saurus Warriors in the front, double Saurus Scarvet with a Slann Mage of Life and a Pterodon Air Force. So those rock drops are certainly going to have to, yeah, Turin versus Dowie DLC would be very, very lore accurate, considering if I'm not playing them, they declare war on me every single campaign. So we got Chaos Warrior great weapons in the front, very cost-effective choice. They will outtrade Saurus and also do quite well against Temple Guard for their cost. Throwing axes for the big dinos, Kolek, a Metal Caster, a Final Transmutation, and double Exalted Hero? No, only one Exalted Hero, one of which is also going to be a Feral Manscore. Yes. Yeah, I would wager we're not going to be getting anything else for Warhammer 2. Maybe like a little fix here and there. Like they'll probably update the Cavalry beta into the live version of the game once they bounce that out. And perhaps maybe the pre-order bonus could be added early just to tide us over. Like obviously they're going to eventually reveal the pre-order faction. You know, of course it's going to be Ogre Kingdoms, right? And I can see them maybe adding Ogre Kingdoms in early just to tide us over, which would actually be a really, really cool play on their part. It just depends on the implementation, but I would be super excited for that. All right, so the forces of Chaos do advance forward. A little bit of lag here in this game. Apologies for that, but it's not too bad. And it looks like the dinos are going to be coming in and just going fisticuffs. Basically, the dinos here just want to goon Kolek, just get their double Scarvets and just win that fight, and then use their monsters to bully the rest of the battlefield. But Kolek does not stand alone. King Theoden does not stand alone. Kolek has the backing of a Feral Manscore as well as an Exalted Hero on a Manscore, so that potentially could be good. Yeah, for sure. Pterodon Riders right now doing the right play. I think going after the Marauder Horsemen, they can outrange them, I believe. They have 90 against the 70. So with proper control and positioning, they do pretty damn good. A little bit of a mistake here by Maxim, though. He does send in the Marauder Horsemen. A little bit of a miss micro. I'm sure he was just dealing with some other things. And his Marauder Horsemen in the front do get their bread buttered pretty bad and are going to be running for ye old hills. So farewell. Oh, the rock drop would have been so rock hard right there. Oh, man, the Chaos Force is really, really bunched up. So far, Sonath sitting pretty comfy. Banishment going to be going down from the Battletoad, and this should be a pretty good one. Chaos Marauders are bunched up, and many of their souls will be sucked into the void from whence they came. Many of those Marauder Horsemen are banished off. 34 models. There you go. So, it looks like some sort of magic going down, or some sort of a targeted ability. Couldn't quite tell. The first Scarvet is advancing out and attacking into the Chaos Infantry. Better be careful, though. If you overextend too much, big Papa Kolek's going to give it to you, and here he comes. Kolek making his way across. The Manscore's also diving in. So right now, Sonath really, really needs to pull back this Saurus Scarvet. I mean, if the Scarvet just gets gooned here... Oh, and a big Final Transmutation going down. Not bad at all. It does hit the Temple Guard, the Battletoad, and it did tickle the pickle here of this Scarvet. But yeah, the Lizards need to play way more defensive right now. The way they're playing right now, like aggressively in enemy territory, they need to be sitting in their battle lines and just like kind of poking and prodding here. But honestly, this could give a Maxim the game. I mean, Star Crusher has popped. You know, the Manscores are just going balls deep as well. And the other Scarvet doing a good job, but really this had to be some defensive play. Overall, I think Chaos is probably going to win this game now. Having killed the Scarvet, you know, just chase it down with some Horsemen. So if a Maxim just grabs a shitty Horseman unit, chases it down, that'll be fine. And the other Scar Veteran probably going to be following in suit relatively shortly. Although it looks like Sonath may be able to get the Saurus Scarvet down and around, maybe loop around into the defensive formation. But the Chaos Infantry are dominating. Like, pretty much every aspect of the game is going into the favor of Chaos right now. Despite some misplays early, letting the Marauder Horsemen overextend. You know, I think this was really a solid build from a Maxim. You know, he had the counter to the infantry. He had plenty of anti-monster. And it was just a solid, well-rounded build. So Temple Guard, of course, are holding and trading okay. But looking here, the Battletoad is trapped in melee. It's only a matter of time before Big Papa Kolek gets over there and, you know, makes some frog legs out of the Slann Mage Priest of Life here. Although he'll probably just teleport back to his Star Chamber, which is totally cool. Manscore being used to chase down the Scar Veteran. It looks like a couple Pterodon Riders trying to salvage that situation. But heavy is the head that wears the crown. Today's King of the Hill is going to be getting passed around in the beginning. until a Terror in the Night emerges to win multiple games in a row. We will see. Houndos moving in, pressing. Kolek Suneater coming in after the Battletoad, and I think this is going to be the death thrust for the Warriors of Chaos, finishing off the Battletoad, although there still is a Sara Scar veteran here, but it really is looking pretty grim. I mean, there's so many Chaos Infantry left, and the Lizards really, really bare bones in that regard. I mean, did they lose the Temple Guard? It looks like they did. Kolek does not have his abilities off cooldown at the moment. Nice regrowth coming in here from Sonath. It does land on top of the Scarvet, giving it that juicy, juicy, perfect vigor, which is actually a really underrated aspect of regrowth. A lot of people don't know that, but it is. And Kolek Suneater and the boys going to Pound Land, stretching that pound, taking their opponents to Weatherspoons, you know, having a good old jolly time. And that's Kolek taking some work. I mean, could this be the dreaded throw? If Kolek is left in here to die, that certainly gives the Lizards a fighting opportunity. He needs to pull back and unify his Haggard Manticore Legion, for sure, and, like, get all the Chaos Infantry in there. Like, they need to grind down the Temple Guard. Okay, potential comeback here from Sonath. I really thought the game was 100% over, but the fact that Kolek just kind of took that beating there and the Manticore was attacking some Pterodons instead of helping Kolek could be a way for the Dinos to get back. Could this hero Sara Scarvet grind on here and do his business? We'll see. Probably has accrued a shit ton of value. Earthblood going down. Cute little banishment over there. Does hit some Marauders. Doesn't do too much damage, unfortunately. It does go the wrong way. And look at that! The Scarvet able to break the Exalted Hero. Now, if Sonath is really on point and actually chases down the Exalted Hero with the Pterodons, that's going to be a big win. I mean, now suddenly we have a Life Salon. Yeah, the Mage of Metal got wrecked in there too. That's another potential casualty. And this Scar Veteran might be able to just finish off this Manticore. Let's go ahead and check the value of this mighty Jurassic Park hero. Such a cool unit. I remember when the Lizardmen were the new cool faction and everybody was hyped, and now CATHAY is best friend. 1,600 value, more to come, and the Scarvet does get surrounded. This is a good opportunity for the Warriors of Chaos and a Maxim. Oh, the Star Crusher blow in the back, baby. Look at that damage coming in. Oof. Just gets pounded, taken to Poundland, as they say. And yeah, -11. He's got to be done for it. Now the Battletoad is going to get Star Crushed as well. He's going to be splatted into a toad jelly here by Kolek, who is exacting vengeance. He's exacting vengeance. Sara Scarvet still holding on with like barely any HP. It looks like he is down for the count. And Kolek Suneater is at about 1,200, but there still is a Manticore. Plenty of Chaos Infantry, and I think Kolek will win this, and army losses will kick in a moment. Almost a very good comeback. Almost a very good comeback for sure here by the Lizards. But in the end, the Dark Gods and a Maxim will carry on, and Kolek Suneater does splatter the toad against his toilet seat. Yes. All right, there you go. The toad has been slapped. It has been slapped. GG, well played. Yeah, I like the build for sure from a Maxim. Cool build. You know, Kolek 3,400 value. Jesus, talk about a hard carry. Yeah, honestly, if Sonath had just been more conservative with that Scarvet, played defensively, like, he would have had a very solid game. It just came down to that one overextension, and that was it. But yeah, great game. It was a fun one. All right. GG, well played. All right, so Maxim is our new King of the Hill. We will see if anybody will beat the dreaded 1 today. All right, there you go. All set. Let's go ahead and bounce this back and over. We got Archer in here now. All right, Archer is here. Let's go ahead and do Troll Country. Kind of want to mix in some smaller maps today. Is it the Troll Country? I always like screw these maps up. I hate that shit. Wish there was like a better search feature for the maps. Although, yeah, you'd think I would know by now. Look, have fun. One of Kyros's heads can see into the future and the other head sees the past. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure they'll have some sort of a prophecy mechanic for Tzeentch in Game 3. Like, he'll be able to, you know, I don't know, maybe like reveal certain regions with his, like, his precognition. But pre-seeing where the AI was going to move would be so cool. Like, if you could activate it and then, like, you knew the AI's next move, like, where they were going to appear and you could, like, lay ambushes and shit, that would be super goddamn cool. Like, 1 or 2 turns ahead. Yeah. Really, really neat stuff. Tzeentch looks awesome, man. Like the magic, like the Tzeentch like warp fire that the chicken shot, and when he roasted the CATHAY forces, that was some heavy metal shit. Yeah. Tzeentch definitely seems way more interesting than Khorne, for sure. I mean, the Khorne stuff is cool. Bloodthirsters are pretty metal, but I mean, come on. Like all that magic and the flying discs and like the, oh, so badass, man. What do you think about the Dragon Emperor being older than everyone? Sounds cool to me. Yeah. All right, so Lizardmen, Beastmen, High Elves, banning Dark Elves. He perhaps saw that Archer was on here. Does that ban make sense? I mean, I suppose. I think that was more of like a technical ban because he saw his opponent was sitting on Druchii. Because Dark Elves aren't like exceptionally good against any of those picks. I mean, they're okay. They're certainly better bands, but you know, if he knows his opponent is an archer guy, a Dark Elf guy, that makes sense. So we got Lizards again. Let's see what a Maxim picks. We could have a rematch of the previous game. Hey, how's it going, Zyphos? Yes. I can't wait to see the interactions between the old world. Yeah. Make Hyro see everyone he's at war with, like full visibility. Oh my god, imagine how broken that would be in head-to-head. David Berber, thank you for the tenor. Tzeentch will get quests both to win and lose battles in provinces just as planned. That would be pretty interesting if there was like quests to like lose provinces, like it's like part of a trap. So for example, like let's say like the quest appears like lose this city. You let the AI kill it and it like triggers a trap event, like it's part of a great scheme, and then suddenly the city like roasts the army that like take it down. That would be some really there's so much cool shit you can do with Tzeentch. So much cool shit. Absolutely. Yeah, Tzeentch looks epic, yeah. So does CATHAY. I always like human factions. Now, I was a little bit of a potato this morning. I slept in. I didn't follow all the hype. Did Games Workshop say that CATHAY was going to be included in the Old World reboot? Because usually they're like sinking a lot of their marketing efforts, right? They were like, oh, you know, Kislev is coming back in Old World. Games Workshop made a post when the trailers came out. Did they say that for CATHAY as well? Because if they did, holy shit, those blimp models and the dragon models are going to be so goddamn cool. Like, if they go that hard on Old World, I can see it potentially doing as well as Age of Sigmar in terms of sales and shit. If they really, really make cool models like that. Delicious, delicious. So we got Beastmen versus, yes, Lizards. Maxim saying, hey, gonna go Beastmen, feeling the dark gods in me today. Hey, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Make you able to control movement for the enemy for one turn. That would be pretty cool. You could just move all their armies into a trap or something. Yeah. A quest to lose provinces. Finally, a style the suit turn. Hey, I'm not that bad at campaign. Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't do me dirty like that, Zero. We try. Oh, have you seen Giselles for CATHAY? Yeah, I saw the Giselles. Yeah, and the screenshots. Yeah, because I got access to all the screenshots and stuff, just like the other tubers did. But yeah, so they're going to have their own version of Giselles, which is pretty cool. Obviously, you know, CATHAY is going to be a pretty powder-centric faction. Yeah. It'll be just like, you know, China, and I'm sure will be in Age of Empires 4. They're one of the starting factions. No, it's not. Misha, it's not microwave today. No, I went to the local store and just got some before the stream. So it's actually like legitimate tea. But my smoking hot wife returns on Saturday from Poland, so she'll be making sure I don't microwave my tea anymore. Hey, Alexier, thank you for the $13.99. Howdy, friendo. Any travel recommendations for California? Wife and I are thinking of a trip when the Rona cools down. Also, Empire, Britannia, Kislev, CATHAY versus Force Chaos armies. Yeah, that's going to be so cool. The last alliance of men. And women, of course. Travel recommendations in California. Yeah, I love Santa Barbara is really fun. If you haven't, like, if you want to go to like a beach town, Santa Barbara is awesome. You can go there. It's like, it's got a great walking, like you can walk from the beach. It has a really cool main street. Yeah, Santa Barbara would be like one of my main recommendations for checking it out. Yeah. That'll give you the true California experience. Yeah. So Loremaster of Sotek saying, oh, CATHAY was confirmed. Holy shit, man. They're going pretty hard in the Old World. Wouldn't it be crazy if Old World just like blows Age of Sigmar out of the water? Granted, I play Age of Sigmar and do enjoy the game, but wouldn't it be crazy if it just came back and just crushed it? Oh god, that'd be so cool. We have to do that. When it comes out, we just have to just jump in, all of us, and just go ham. Let them know that the Old World lives on. The lobby name is just Turin and King of the Hill. Turin, King of the Hill. So just passwords 1, 2, 3, 4. You might need to add me. You might need to add me. Yeah. Yeah, Los Angeles kind of sucks, to be honest. Like, there's a couple of cool areas. Like, you know, if you're really into Hollywood history and movie history, there's like some cool tours you can go on and things like that. But honestly, if you want something like beautiful, like a city like Santa Barbara is just just a paradise, like a beach town. It's got like a lovely old school downtown that like you can walk everywhere. Good food. LA is a little bit touristy, yeah. And also it's grungy too. LA has like a lot of grungy elements to it. Sad Minotaur, thank you for the 2 buckaroos. The pounders. I can't, oh no, is that euros? I can't quite see. Please don't talk about the tea crap again. I'm sorry, Anakin. I have, before I married my Polish wife, I did microwave my tea water. It was really bad. That was how I did it most of the time, unless I was getting it at like a restaurant or, you know, a shop or something. Oh yeah, man. Cathay's coming back for Old World. God, it's going to be hard to decide what faction to play when Old World comes back. They're going to have Kislev, they're going to have Cathay. God knows what else they're going to be revamping, huh? Like, if they do a new line of Bretonnian Knights as well, geez, that's going to be gangster. I have my Empire army here already, so I'll have my Empire forces standing ready for the Old World. No, I didn't put the bag in the microwave. I just would get a mug, I'd put water in it, I'd microwave the mug, and then I would put the tea bag in the hot water afterwards. I wouldn't microwave the actual tea bag. Yeah, I'm not that much of a potato. But this was a while ago. I haven't done this in a long time. I mean, I did it like a week ago, but before that, I hadn't done it in a long, long time. Yeah, we'll definitely get one of those electric kettles. Absolutely. The best place in LA is LAX so you can escape? Yeah. Chatron, I'll update my friends list after this, yeah. We'll get you added over the stream. So I'll do it in between next games. Duncan, thank you for the $5. Love your games trend and happy to have caught a live stream, but tragically my phone is about to die. No. It's okay, it'll be up later, man. We'll have the stream here for you in the later hours of the night. So, we are here on the Troll Country, another map I actually like quite a bit. I'm more of a fan of smaller maps, to be honest. I like the knockdown, drag-out fights that get going quicker. Do you think we'll get more consistent updates now? No, I don't. I think right now it's going to be a bit of a dry spell until Warhammer 3. I think we'll get the cavalry fix bug will come in, or update will come in, and maybe we'll get our pre-order race. That would be like a really, really cool thing. Like, imagine if around Christmas time, like, Creative Assembly just drops the pre-order race for us to play. That would be a really, really cool thing. Yeah. I would be super hyped for that. To kind of help us get through, because it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a while, dudes and dudettes. It's going to be quite some time. It is Professor Pone. Dob plays. The crew is here. It's funny, Anthony Riley. You just said, you know, typed a laughing in chat, but you have Admiral Akbar as your picture, so I just imagined like him laughing like that, and it just made me chuckle. And that was great, man. All right, so here we are. It's going to be Beastmen versus Lizards. We have the Blood Brute Behemoth, one of the most metal monsters in the game for sure. And yeah, I mean, this thing's good against big dinosaurs. We have Torox, the Brass Bull. Vijatron, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the Dukes of Haggard. We are here, and Chuck Norris shall bless your sacred entry. Vanguard coming in. Goreherds, of course, not going to be shielded. Dual-wielding variants. They can trade okay against Saurus and really can do well against Skinks, but a little bit vulnerable to Javelin, Cohort Fire, that type of thing. In the back, we do have triple throwing axes. We have some Warhounds, as well as a Bray Shaman with the Traderkin and looks like Devolve. Very cool. Now for Archer, what is the Mighty Archer going to be wielding this day? It looks like it's going to be Crocky Balboa coming in to, come out of retirement to battle some of these big beastmen. We do also have a Skink Priest, a Manticore summoning, and the rest of the battle line just going to be a miscellaneous combination of lizard troops. Spears, Saurus warriors, those type of things. I feel like there should be more to it. I guess he spent most of his money on infantry and Saurus. Like, this army is very, very straightforward. It's basically just like an infantry grind while Krokar goes around and, snipes different things like that. Do you think Cathay's Dragon Legendary Lord will degenerate? No, and if it does, I would be really, really, I would be disappointed. I really hope the Cathay Dragon Lord, you can just switch back and forth. Like, with a cooldown, mind you. I don't think you should be able to switch, like, non-stop, but, like, once you transform, maybe you're stuck in that form for, like, 2 minutes or something, and then you can switch back. Yeah. You just have to work out how the what's it called, works, like the percentage health transition, if you're going to be going back and forth and all that. Yeah. No, the password is 1234. 1234 for today's game. So overall, looking at the armies, the Lizard Infantry, Saurus Warriors should outtrade Goreherds, but Goreherds will put some hurt on them for sure, and should also cut through the Skink cohorts pretty effectively. Manticore Summon's going to be pretty helpful, but I mean, you got the Blood Brute Behemoth and Big Chungus Torox. That's going to be a fair amount of meat to get through for sure for either of these players. Good luck, have fun. The battle will be underway soon, and let us see who will win this glorious duel of fates. You got Warhounds on the Vanguard. Lizards have nothing to protect. I'm surprised we're not seeing, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think what's really meta against Beastmen. I feel like an Arc of Sotek could be pretty nice, just to, like, get some AoE damage here on the Goreherds and those, those blobbed up troops of infantry. Anyways, the Beastman Vanguard is underway. The Lizards will be surging forward to meet them. Maybe pulling back the Skinks would be prudent here, instead of having them take the head-on charge from these angry cow people. I love that the Beastmen are just like a meme. Oh, Hand of the Gods going down. What does it get? Oh, nice Hand of the Gods on the Bray Shaman into the wild. One more of those, plus like an attack from Krokar, should butter the bread. Now, a little bit of blobbing here. This is a mistake here from Papa K Archer. He needs to not do this because he's going to walk into a Traderkin is what I was going to say. So it looks like he does get some of them back before the Traderkin hits home, but overall the Traderkin does do some really nasty damage. Sara Spears against Goreherds here. A little bit of a scrap, but oh no. Crocky Balboa overextends. Archer's going to get hunted by the Bloodbrute Behemoth as well as the Brass Bull. Of course, the trash guy's like, hey, Turin's streaming. Let's go just bang over all his trash cans. Yes. Oh, I did not see this. Look at this. Guys, the Geltblom's Terror, or whatever the hell that thing is. Yeah, so he had that vanguarded. I did not notice. I was wondering. His army looked very bare bones. Holy shit. So we had the Arawar Feral Carnosaur in Vanguard, which I totally forgot it had. And now they're going after the Bloodbrute Behemoth. Will they be able to win this? I mean, they're heavily outmatched here, though. They have throwing axes going into them. The Sara Spears need to get over here ASAP. But Krokar does have a deadly onslaught, sacred spawning. And look at this. The Bloodbrute Behemoth is in the danger zone. Is Krokar going to be able to finish him? Okay, it looks like the Devolve is going down, going to be lowering speed. The Arawar Carnosaur is back, and the Lizards have bunker busted the front line a little bit. Manticore Summon going into the Bloodbrute Behemoth. Now the two T-Rexes probably could turn around and fight. They have the support of the Spears, so I think that would be prudent. But for the most part, the entire battle is going to be coming down to this fight here. So yeah, no, they need to just jump on that Behemoth. Just go for the kill there. The Manticore is getting good work. Probably Hand of the Gods is off cooldown for Krokar. Yeah, he's going to Hand of the Gods it soon. He's got to. One more Hand of the Gods could just blast that, Brave Shaman into the Shadow Realm. Krokar gets a nice attack. The Manticore also helping. Bloodbrute Behemoth only has 50 armor. So the attack from the Manticore are going to be able to do some good damage. And look at that! The surprise Geltblom's Terror here. I'm probably mangling that. They take down the Bloodbrute Behemoth. What a crazy-ass game. But now Torox the Brass Bull is still quite healthy. This is going to be taking some maneuvering and micro to deal with for sure. Krokar's a lot faster, 75 against 64, so he should be able to get away. Here, the Terror should be able to chase down the Bray Shaman. Holy shit. Yeah, life finds a way. Yeah, you guys doing some Jeff Goldblum, yeah, I believe. Yeah, pretty classic reference there. Cohort of Sotek moving in, trying to block up the Brass Chungus, but he is meaty and he's got good mass. I think Krokar is going to have to stay on the move. Probably just create distance with Krokar, and then from there drop like a Hand of the Gods to blast that Bray Shaman. This Arawar Feral Carnosaur here from Archer needs to get active, though. It's kind of just standing there, taking throwing axes to the face, so it looks like it's going to be jumping in. Krokar also is assailed here by the Chaos Warhounds with poison. And Torox the Brass Bull is pursuing in. Hand of the Gods, okay, a direct hit on Torox. But now you're going to get rear charged by the Chariot and Torox, the dreaded sandwich. And the Corn Bull is going to probably be taking out Krokar here. Krokar had a good game, but he is smited by the Corn Bull. And does go down. Wow, that was quite a scrap. Honestly, I thought the Lizards were going to lose the game when they overextended, but then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the Arawar Carnosaur did advance, but the Arawar Carno did end up chasing all these guys. I think, honestly, if the Carno had pulled back and Hand of the Gods was used on the Bray Shaman, they could have maybe 2v1 Torox with like a little bit of infantry support, but at this point, I think the Beastmen probably have the game. Yeah, they probably have the game. The Beastmen going to be dropping a big old Traderkin right there. Archer's forces are going to be pounded into the Shadow Realm, and up in the sky, the Feral Manticore cackles once again in the deep from the Lizards. One last hope. If the Manticore can somehow solo the Brass Bull, maybe we could see some sort of a miracle come back, but there still are a ton of Centaurs around the battlefield from a Maxim, which he can use to chase things down, rear charge, just cause all sorts of problems. So you guys get the picture. This is a weird-ass game. Really weird. Like, the Carnosaur ambush, I didn't even see that thing. It was so sneaky. So now we have the Jewel. Torox is pretty resistant against Manticores. A lot of the damage from the Manticore will be mitigated by his armor. And, he's going to be able to just totally endure this if he wants to. It looks like he got hit there. Let's see how much damage it actually does. So 3308, if the Manticore will even connect at this point. So we're going to keep watching. Manticore misses its next attack. 47 melee defense against 40 melee attack. So the melee defense advantage does lie in the Brass Bull. He hasn't even been hit once by this Manticore, man. Really tanking like an absolute champion. He also has Brass Body active. Oh man, 71 and 44% ward save. So he does get hit there and he takes like 120 damage or something. Just almost nothing. Army losses any second now. Sara Spears are kind of holding on. I think at this point you grab the throwing axes and you just charge them into the back of the Sara Spears with the Bray Shaman and Gores. And Brass Bull is just going to be moving on and getting in there. Hey, how's it going, Garland Green? Hope you're doing well. The Wah will make an appearance today, perhaps. The Brass Bull going to be running over some of these lizards. Oh my god, he has such good mass. That is like what Nakai wishes he was. Nakai would have gotten like stuck in that blob and like died to some of these like Ungor spears, But instead, Torox Brass Bull just moves through and just crushes and does work, yeah. So Torox chopping and cleaving. The Doomslayer. I guess he's a Doomslayer of his own sort. He's got some axes. I guess he's more like the corrupted Doomslayer guy. And I think the cohort of Sotek is pretty much the last thing fighting here. GG being said by both players. Let's see if Archer wants to fight it out with the Skinks. Although you could probably just leave at this point. Yeah, it doesn't matter too much. He's got 28 models. Refused to die. Okay, it looks like he's chosen death here. And that's going to be it. Dude, the gun balloons look so cool. Yeah, so now we have bear gun wagons. We have gun balloons, and we have war wagons. We have so many just ridiculous wagon artillery or wagon gun things in the game. Yeah. So, an excellent scrap. The brass bull doing well. Honestly, the dinosaur ambush was probably my favorite aspect of that game. A Maxim is going to go up to 2 wins, and who will challenge the king? All right. So let's get the lobby set for the next players. Who will challenge Maxim here in the next lobby? He's currently up to 2 wins. Certainly a solid performance so far. And we have Subutai. We will do Ye Old Swamp of Terror. This map hasn't been used in a long time. All right, map set. Subutai is also a Beastman guy. One sec, just got to go to my friends list and see what I can do. The cursed thing. So goddamn annoying, man. 1 second. I feel like the Steam friends list thing. I hope in game 3 they find a way to make it so you don't have to like, you don't have to, you know, be on somebody's friends list to see their stupid lobby. It's so haggard, man. You know, like most games, like, you know, can figure it out. I don't know, man. I don't know. I hope they can figure that out. Anyways, enough complaining for now. Looks like we're all set. I made some room on the friends list, and yes. By the way, Turin, my name is pronounced Mexem? Sorry, just has been bothering me. Okay, let me try and figure this out. He says it's Mexem. Okay, so the E is like a silent E or something? Okay, fair play. So Mexem. I'll try and get that right. So, it's going to take me a while to get that right. Just bear with me, man. Pick 3, ban 1. All right, we're all set. Subutai, the legendary Mongol lord. Yes. All right. There we are. Got your friend request there. So let me go ahead and accept you so you can join Ye Old King of the Hill. All right. All set. Just going to go Chaos. Beastmen and Lizardmen. Solid picks. Pretty good factions right now. How's it going, Wicked? Hope you're doing well. Rosima, basically, yeah, there's probably a lot of people trying to join the lobby, so it's just kind of first come, first serve. Yeah. Yeah, the Warhammer 3 delay is a little bit tough, but in all honesty, I'm happy about it. Like, I want the game to be ironed out. I don't want to get some, like, janky, broken shit, you know? Yeah, just look at it in reverse. Yeah, that makes sense. Zay, thank you for the tenor. Great stream as always. Looking forward to more to CATHAY or Tzeentch. Probably CATHAY, because I personally prefer, when it comes to fantasy, I prefer like the Order Tide and the good guy factions, but I'm very excited for Tzeentch as well. Kislev is probably still the one I'm most excited for, simply because, you know, I don't know. I love the cavalry and the bears and the Streltsy and just like the thematics of like the, you know, the Slav influence. I'm a little bit biased. My wife is Polish, of course, but yeah, I'm excited for all of them. It's going to be so good. I can't wait to just get into some battles and rumble with all these factions. So Vampire Counts versus Lizards. We're on the Swamp of Terror. This map has a little bit of a weird kind of lighting, so sometimes it can be hard to see units, so we'll give it a try and see what we think. There are some, you know, light water areas, so maybe the Lizards could benefit from aquatics here, which would be pretty funny. Yeah, Tron, you're welcome. Yeah. Professor Pone nailed it there. It is King of the Hill. Password is 1234. Correct. We'll go a little bit shorter today. I have to run to a follow-up appointment with my hand surgeon. They're basically just going to be evaluating my hand after, you know, because I had surgery a couple months ago, so it's just to follow up to check in on it and everything. So I got to run a little bit earlier than usual today, but we'll still have a fun stream. Slaanesh is going to be crazy. Yeah, that's going to be crazy. I wonder how they'll do the Slaanesh trailer. We probably won't get that for a while. I think they'll release one like every couple months now leading up to the game. Like, I bet you we'll get something next month and the month after that until we get everything, and then, yeah. All right, so Maxim here, going to be going on Ye Old Lizards against Subutai and the Vampiric Counts. The Vampiro. The Mongolian vampires are here. Dude, that would be some terrifying shit. Yeah, CATHAY looks great. I'm just glad to get more human factions. That was my biggest gripe with Age of Sigmar in general, was that like when it first launched, you know, I think if they had launched with a regular human faction, like I would have been much more into the game. I probably would have played first edition. But when Age of Sigmar, you know, launched, obviously, they didn't really have like a normal human faction. Like you have the Stormcast Eternals, which are like Space Marines basically. You know, I do like some Stormcast models. There's some models I think are really cool looking, but like I like to play like the underdog humans. I think that's my favorite. So yeah, so I like the fact that CATHAY is coming in as well. Yeah, should be great. Should be great. But then, you know, when Age of Sigmar eventually added in the Cities of Sigmar Codex, which allows you to basically use your Empire models and your Fantasy models in Kit Bash, you know, I then got much more into the game. Because now I can play with all my Demogryph Knights and my State Troopers and all this kind of stuff, so. Son of Kieran, thank you for the fiber. The Slaanesh trailer is going to be hosted on OnlyFans. That'd be so funny. Yeah, you have to, like, subscribe to Creative Assembly's OnlyFans to see the Slaanesh trailer. Yeah, like I really enjoy my Cities of Sigmar Codex because, like, pretty much, yeah, like there are a lot of models in Cities of Sigmar that, or from Fantasy, that didn't make it into that codex, but you can still find a way to use them because with Cities of Sigmar, the kit bashing like rules and limitations are very loose. Like, for example, I have Bretonnian archers from Fantasy, right? Like I have a battalion of like, well, I wouldn't say a battalion, but I have a group of 20 Bretonnian archers from Fantasy. And I just put them on round bases, and I call them crossbowmen, I call them shadow warriors. I can call them pretty much whatever I want within reason, and like they can be accepted as such in the actual game. So, you know, you can find a way. Like I could use Knights of the Realm, for example, and then play them under the rules of something else. So you can really, you know, get your money's worth there. Like if you had like some Grail Knight models or whatever, like, you know, Elite Bretonnian Cavalry, you could call them Demogryph Knights by just like with adding some minor kit bashing. That's what the cool thing is about Cities of Sigmar. Yeah. Anyways, rants over there. Yeah, CATHAY looks so goddamn awesome. And the fact that they're coming into the old world, man, that's going to be a bigger project than I thought. Part of me thought that Games Workshop was just going to, like, you know, re-release some of the old, you know, old world models they had and just maybe, like, do Kislev. But now that they're, like, doing CATHAY, Kislev, it makes me think there's going to be a lot of new stuff. Yeah. Turin kept the 20 Bretonnian archers. I got them, man. They're here. They're sitting on my shelf over there, all ready to go. Yes. Good, Anakin, good. All right, so for the forces of Subutai, we're going to be getting Heinrich Kemmler, Corpse Cart, Double Banshee. Banshees are pretty good against big lizard monsters. And we do have the Skeleton Spearmen in the Graveguard with the backline of Crypt Horrors. A very, very straightforward build. It's just like a move and grind build. A little bit different than the style we've been seeing from Void Lawls. He does utilize the narrow zombie formations, which is very, very standard now. Most vampire players do that. And the reason why they do that is to minimize surface area. So zombies, if you engage like model to model, they get killed very quickly. But if you just give your opponent the tip, like just a couple zombies to fight with their whole formation, the zombie unit will last a lot longer. It's a pretty clever tactic for sure. And that's pretty much it. Heinrich Kemmler is going to be cackling all the way to the Blood Bank, facing off against the old Amaxim here. Coming in with a Slann, a Temple Guard build. Oh yeah, the friggin' Dread Saurian, baby. And some Pterodon Riders up in the sky. So that is pretty much it. I just hope the old world includes Tomb Kings. You know, Tomb Kings are a faction I think that they could redo. And I do, it should include Tomb Kings. That would be very cool. I might actually be tempted to play Tomb Kings. I don't know. It'll probably be Kislev, though. Because I just want to have winged Hussars. You know, I just want to have the Hussar cavalry army and just, like, ride people down in the old world. It's going to be so goddamn cool. Like, how hyped would you guys be if we got a trailer? So let's say we get a trailer for Kislev closer to Game 3, and it's a recreation of, like, the Battle of Vienna. Like the winged Hussars coming to rescue, like, an Empire fort or, like, a Dwarven expedition or something. Like, and they ride over the hill, like, Rohirrim style. You know, how goddamn cool would that be? I feel like that needs to happen. Yeah, I feel like that needs to happen. So, here comes the vampires moving in. What kind of magic damage do we get? Oh, Archer, I loved the sneaky T-Rex, dude. I didn't even see it on deployment, man. You caught me off guard with that, and it was glorious. So shooting here, it looks like the Pterodon Rider is going after the Crypt Horse, which isn't a bad idea. It's like guaranteed value because Subutai can't really juke with them. Like, whereas if you shoot at something else, you might be able to mitigate some of that damage. But overall, I think you're getting some good work in there for sure. That would be cool, right? Like, that would probably be the most popular trailer of all time in Total War if, like, there was something like that. Yeah. So the frontline battle soon to be underway. Magic damage. Do we even have Star Chamber Guardians? We do. So there is some magic damage there. But aside from that, the Banshees are going to be relatively tough to kill. Relatively tough to kill for sure. Cryptors have saturated into the front line, attacking the Temple Guard. A little bit of a mistake here by Subutai. And you can see the Hand of Glory being used. Oh, that's kind of cool. Look at that, giving a little melee attack buff. Cryptors are forced back, so I think Subutai realizes that he does overextend here. And he's going to be pulling back to his Graveguard, which is certainly smart. So far, the Lizards are holding pretty well. Temple Guard holding back the Vampiric forces. The Dread Saurian is being microed pretty well. It advances, but it doesn't overextend here. One unit of Cryptors is getting shreked pretty bad by the Pterodon Riders. They're really proving to be incredibly valuable. I think that the Cohort Javelins need to be released into the Cryptors now as well. And I mean, you could just put the Dread Saurian on the Banshee here. Like, even with 75% mitigation, 250 damage is still not bad. Like, you could wear it down over time. So the Dread Saurian is battling in the main lines here. Temple Guard holding back quite well. I mean, nothing here is great against Temple Guard. These are basic Grave Guard, so they're not going to be the armor-piercing Great Weapon variant, which I think is a slight build mistake. But overall, yeah, Dread Saurian's, he's living his best life. So, first summon going to be dropped here from the Undead. It looks like a zombie summon. Heinrich Kemmler better be careful, though. He's getting a little danger close to the Dread Saurian, but he does have Krell there. And the Cloak of Mist and Shadows, too, if he wants to. So, yeah, Dread Saurian, I think, in this 3v1 situation, probably pulls back, although he does nail Heinrich Kemmler in the face. You can see Heinrich does take a bit of a blow. Down to 2,700, down to 2,100. Heinrich Kemmler better watch out, man. That Dread Saurian's going deep. And the Slann also does do magic damage, so the Slann is getting some okay work done here on the Banshee. So a couple things going pretty well for the Lizards here, as Heinrich Kemmler is forced back, cackling into the shadows. But now the Dread Saurian needs to retreat, and the spears need to be advanced up. Like, pull the Dread Saurian back, get him down and around, come over here, kill the Cryptors, kill the Vargulf, help your Slann kill this Banshee with, like, rear attacks. The Dread Saurian is, like, the main anchor of your army, right? And that thing needs to be doing a little bit more work. And yes, Lore Master of Sotek is in chat. If you guys have lore questions, he is your man. He will handle it and do a great job, I'm sure. So Dread Saurian, battling Krell, not a good choice. The Dread Saurian needs to run. This is like a big blunder. Maxim, I'll get your name right eventually, I promise. Maxim was doing an excellent job of initially fighting with the Dread Saurian, but maybe overstayed his welcome a little bit. He had an opportunity to maybe rotate down and around and get a good position, but here the Dread Saurian is being hunted pretty hard. Good Cold Blood coming in from Maxim. Gonna be saving the Dread Saurian from breaking at the very least. And look at the Battletoad, dude. He's just been smiting this Slann back into the ether. Or excuse me, this Banshee. Yeah, the Banshee is crumbling. It's at negative something, negative 21 leadership. Yeah, it might actually crumble down. We'll see. Slann's going to be getting attacked by Heinrich, though. The Star Chamber Guardian's doing a pretty good job grinding through all these supporting units. But now the Battletoad is on the run. The Dread Saurian does get away, which is nice. And it now should be able to kind of reposition, maybe go after a corpse cart, pull back and help the Battletoad up and through the middle. There's a multitude of angles it can take. But pulling back through the spears here for the Battletoad is a good choice for sure. But the Dread Saurian needs to make his way across and help. He is a little bit off on his own right now. Could come in and attack the back of these Graveguard. Dread Saurians aren't bad against those type of targets either, but the Vargulfs are also very prime picking as well. You can see they're lurking and quite damaged, although the second Vargulf I think is healthy. Shield of the old ones going down, going to be granting ward save to these units. It looks like there's going to be a summon coming down from Heinrich, going to be trying to pin in the Battletoad. Battletoads have okay mass on their toilet seats, but for the most part they can't, like, you know, really push their infantry super effectively. They still do get slowed quite considerably by that, so I see the appeal of the zombie summon back there. Now, what is the Dread Saurian doing? It looks like it's going after the Corpse Cart. Not a bad idea. You know, it's a free 250 gold. Just got to watch out for Krell. Krell has a super long duration, but Krell finally will be disappearing here from this battle. And the Battletoad is being hunted pretty aggressively by the Vargulf as well as the Banshees. So there goes the Battletoad. It's terrified. It's got 0 leadership, and he is not long for this earth. Lizards still have a shit ton of infantry, though. I mean, they have, like, Temple Guard here. I guess a lot of them are quite damaged. These Star Chamber Guardians have been grinding quite well, but still are really inundated by zombies and Graveguard and just all sorts of shit like that. The Battletoad is broken. The Battletoad is broken and running for the hills. Will the Dread Saurian be able to be the hero that the old world needs and save the Battletoad from being punished there? I don't think so. I mean, he'll get over there, but I think the Battletoad's going to fall to this Vargulf here. He's being attacked in the back, you know, not really getting too much support here. And the Vampire Gorilla does slap the Toad off his toilet seat, and there he goes. Now he's going to be turning around, going after the Dread Saurian, and it looks like Subutai, the dreaded general, will be claiming victory here in this battle, as I don't see too much of a chance here for the Lizards to come back. Now, I think that game was very winnable for the Lizards. I think they had some really good initial plays. I just think the Dread Saurian was spent far too long in one inefficient spot, where he was a big, expensive centerpiece for that army. He needed to be carrying and doing a little bit more than that. So GG, well played. A solid scrap, but in the end, Subutai will be claiming victory. Looking at the army here. Pretty cool army. I definitely dig it. Heinrich Himmler's a lot of fun. Cryptors are fun. The Guerrillas got pretty solid value. At least one of them did. And the Banshees were able to shank. It was also not a bad build from a Maxim. The Dreadsaurian control, though, was a little bit off. And I think that cost him the game. Maxim. I'll get your name right eventually, I promise. All right. So Subutai will be the king of the hill. So let's update this. And set the score. Score to beat is 2 right now. So we will see who can get there and conquer his score. I feel confident Krell is my highest damaging unit. Yeah, Krell did some work that game. He was for sure chasing down the giant dread beast. So we have the Moose Warlord. We have the Moose Warlord in here. We can do we want to do like a subterranean battle or something? So let's go ahead and do the Mushroom Caves. I haven't had this map on the stream in a long time. We'll do some like weird maps today, not like bad maps per se, but we'll do some fun ones. Ah, yeah. Let's go, buddy. Hey, Turin, when do you think the ogres will be official? Well, I mean, obviously they'll be coming with Game 3, but I think we could see ogres before Game 3, like as something to tide us over, yeah, and keep people interested. So maybe we'll get Ogre Kingdoms in like December. I think that'd be kind of cool. Yeah. Alrighty. Looks good to me. Let's see what they do. So Subutai is going to go Lizardmen, Vampire Count, and Beastman, banning Wood Elves. The password is 1234. For anybody who's trying to join, it is 1234. Yeah, Evil Gandalf was quite ferocious there. He was. No, Blackheart Landing is too much. That map is just terrible because it's like there's like a bridge choke, you know? Yeah. Subutai is a Beastman guy. That's one of his main factions, yeah. He is of the Goat clan, so yeah, he should be a Beastman guy. Oh my god, why? God, I hate LA so much sometimes, Jesus. Hey Turin, how's it going? Do you like the new trailer? Yes, I loved it. If you want to hear our discussion in the beginning of the stream, you can hear that. You guys can hear it, yeah. Yeah, they're literally right outside of my apartment right now. Just going crazy. Yeah, I can't wait to move out of Los Angeles. We're gonna probably be doing that in the next couple months. Probably around Christmas time, maybe a little bit before. Nikai is coming, you think so, huh? Oh yeah, Moose Warlord with the Nikai pick. So we got Beastmen versus Lizardmen, which is a duel we've already seen today. A lot of similar picks here from these players. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Ever notice the CATHAY Jezzails? Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of cool units. You like the trailer with Cetra's King of the Hill? Who here watched King of the Hill? Like, and you know, more importantly, so folks who aren't from the United States here in chat, how many of you guys watched King of the Hill coming up? Like, was it I'm curious about King of the Hill's international presence, because that show, man, oh, it's one of my favorite shows of all time. You know, Wicked, we will perhaps plan a trip to Colorado, and when we do, I'll certainly hit you up. Yeah. We're not sure. We want to move to like a beach town, but you know, we'll see. We will see. Someday Lady Turin and I will, you know, spend some time living in Europe. I did live in Poland for a couple months. You see, the thing though that's a little bit tricky is like staying. It's important to stay in an area where I have like flexible options in terms of work, because you know, God forbid, you know, my YouTube channel fails. I mean, who knows? It could happen someday. It probably will down the road. I need to be able to like jump over and like get a job somewhere else, just in case. You know, that's always an option. It's always something that could happen if it doesn't like, you know, provide enough to support my livelihood and all that. So it might be a little bit tricky if I was in a country where I don't speak the language to like find a good job. Yeah. Okay, so so Colin says he watched it in Ireland. God dang it, Bobby. Never aired in Sweden. Oh man. Yeah, okay. Swiss guy here and I don't know it. Yeah, okay, fair play. So it seems like it aired in, perhaps in, yeah, some part of the world, but yeah, not for most of Europe. It's unheard of in France. It's an amazing show. Yeah, I've been to Half Moon Bay. Half Moon Bay is a pretty lovely place. Absolutely. Of course, Sotek loves it, King of the Hill, being from Texas. Any advice for someone who's preparing for their first AOS battle? Yeah, just have fun, man. And don't stress it too much. Like, my first, like, 3 or 4 AOS games that I played in tabletop, I just got wrecked. Like, absolutely wrecked. But then after that, you kind of learn. The one thing I really, really hate about AOS is the double turns. I think the double turns is such bullshit. It's like, it's such RNG. Like, it's fun and all. Like, the cool thing about the double turns from a casual perspective is if you're just getting, like, dumped on in a game and you get the double turn, like, you can come back. It gives you the option for coming back. So it does give you that in the game, but also, like, I play with a group of players who are pretty competitive. Most of them are tournament players, and, you know, we play pretty hard in the paint. And yeah, like, a lot of the games just come down to double turn. Like, almost, like, more than half my games, I'm like, oh, well, whoever wins this double turn roll-off wins. Like, it just decides the game. Whereas, like, if it's a back and forth structure, you can plan more accordingly. And yeah, I know with double turns, you can play more cautious and, like, sit back. But overall, yeah, not a fan of double turns. All right, so here we got the Beastman forces of Subutai with a slight vanguard. We have the Brass Bull, Butchers of Kalkengard, double Mancores, and a massive vanguard force of Centaurs on the flank with a Brave Shaman of the Wild. For Ye Olde Moose Warlord, we do have a Slan Mage of Life, double Feral Stegodon, and a defensive build with Saurus cohorts and different things like that. So check that out, man. Yeah, very, very neat for sure. Very, very neat for sure. Diversifying the channel with Warcraft was a success. Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. I plan on covering pretty much any major mainstream RTS games that come out. So Age of Empires 4, I'm going to be... When Age of Empires 4 does come out, you guys are going to be getting 2 videos a day. You're going to be getting a Warhammer video and an Age of Empires 4 video every single day. Or at least 5 days a week. So yeah, I plan on going pretty hard when that comes out. Pretty popular in Canada. Watched every episode. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. King of the Hill in Canada. But the Slan Mage, of course, here to heal the Croxagores with their spanking paddles. Croxagores will be quite good against Goreherd Rush. As long as they can fend down some of the Beastmen harass here and avoid the SEM gooning. It's really important here for the Dino player, for the Moose Warlord, to make sure that he doesn't get his Stegodons overextended. He also needs to get the countercharge here. Saurus Warriors do have a charge bonus that's respectable, but he does miss the countercharge. Not the end of the world, but now you could get some Croxagores piling in there, and he does get the charge here. So the Moose Warlord not going to be making the same mistake twice. Get those spanking paddles going. Should be able to decisively win those frontline fights, and it'd be A-okay. Yes, yes. I'm so excited. Would you do a live stream of Civilization? So I played Civ 5 a shitload, like a lot. That was the game I played all through college, but I didn't really have the same interest in Civ 6. It didn't call to me. I think just the design, the cartoony style, it just didn't tickle my pickle, as they say. So quick question says, do you know if I can play... Yeah, oh yeah, your 8th edition Dwarf Army could definitely be used in Age of Sigmar. Yeah, oh yeah. They have a lot of their units, and the ones that you don't, you can still count as other things. So circling about here, Chaos Warriors or Chaos Warhounds and Centaurs looking to perhaps flank into the back of these units. This would be a nice engagement right here to hammer these Saurus and break through this flank. Shield of the Old Ones going down. In the front line, the Beastmen have taken quite a righteous hammering. You can see the spanking paddles of the Croxagores able to get through the infantry pretty effectively. And the Moose Warlord doing a good job keeping his troops together. However, the Battletoad is a little bit isolated. The Aura Pretzel going down. He is a Slan of Life, though, so a fat regrowth should be able to do the trick. But man, oh man, Torox is really just a beater, dude. He is getting a lot of work in. Beastmen collapsing from all sides. Centaurs and Hounds going to be pushing onto the cohorts. The cohorts should be relatively durable against that. They'll take some damage, but we'll see how it goes. Butchers of Kalkengard taking a lot of damage. The Croxagores and the Saurus infantry here, you know, they hit pretty hard. I mean, Croxagores aren't designed against monsters, but they still do have over 100 weapons rank. Cold-Blooded activated here on the Slan Mage. Really, really intense gooning going in from Subutai. He's really trying to get that Battletoad, but this could be a double-edged sword for him. I mean, in diving in here, he has lost the Butchers of Kalkengard. I don't know where the Mancores are either. It looks like the Mancores might have actually been chasing out here and going after the Pterodons, yeah. So they need to get back in here. Like, if the 2 Mancores had been in this fight, probably could have finished off the Slan. A big Traderkin going down. Traderkin will do some decent damage against the infantry. In my experience, it doesn't do too much. Regrowth going down, 2,000 HP on its way back. And we do get some Croxagores bouncing out to go after the Feral Mancores, as well as the Feral Stegos. And yeah, more spanking paddles coming down from the high ground, able to, you know, kind of help fight off the Beastman pressure here. But looks like they inevitably will get through with the support of the Manticore and the Chariot. And now the big collapse. And it's a close game, definitely, but the Battletoad being hunted like this, the Lizard army didn't really have any anti-SEM. I mean, they have, you know, spears, I suppose, I think somewhere in their army, and like Croxagores have some mass, but getting the Battletoad just executed like this is going to be pretty painful. Torox getting knocked over. Oh, the Stegodon knocking over the Brass Bull. Putting him down there. And there goes the Slan Mage of Life running for the hills at 336. Here comes the Feral Stego trying to bully the Brass Bull. I don't know. This could still be a Lizard game for sure. It's very, very close. Butchers of Kalkengard fighting pretty hard here, but they do have the 55 Saurus as adversaries and many, many Kroxigors. But I think the SEMs should be able to carry it. The Battletoad is taken down. The Pterodon Riders trying to salvage that situation, with the Feral Stegodon coming in to help as well. Brass Bull very, very low. He better watch out. Kroxigor is getting in there. And with Stegodon support, the Brass Bull could potentially die here. Nice Traderkin, though. Really, really nice Traderkin going down from Subutai. Hits the entire blob of Lizardmen forces, which probably will give the Beastman a little bit of an advantage in the bounce power. The Brass Bull has probably just over 1,000 HP. It looks like he has about 1,600 right now. Max him, and I would have 1-2 if it wasn't for that meddling Krell. Hey, it was a good game, man. I think if the Dread Saurian had been a little bit more active and pulling back and not staying in that engagement for too long, I think you had a good chance of winning. Well played. Well played, Maxim. So, Feral Stegodon's moving up, trying to hunt down the Brass Bull, knowing that if they can cut the head off the beast, perhaps they can get back in the game here. But looking pretty grim bones. Subutai did get the good gooning. He was able to take out the Battletoad. The Traderkins on the Lizard Blobs were very, very effective. And now it's only a matter of time, because now Taurox can probably take this Feral Stegodon. Army losses seems to be kicking in already. That's a little bit shocking. It should be in a moment. Taurox does get knocked over, the classic Gorble. It actually makes sense, though. Like, if Taurox were to charge into a giant dinosaur, I understand him getting knocked over. Like, when Gorble got knocked over by, like, a Dark Rider before, it didn't make sense, but in this case, it does. Yes. All right, all right. There you have it. Subutai, proving to be a cunning warlord, like his namesake, and looks like he's going to be claiming victory. Well played to the Moose Warlord. It was a good game. It was a good scrap. A lot of lizards, a lot of Beastmen today. Subutai going to go up to 2 wins here in today's King of the Hill. And now we'll get the next match going. Oh, Gojira, dude. Are you challenging me to a hot dog eating contest? I will crush you, bro. I will crush you. Eating hot dogs is one thing I'm quite good at. It depends on what kind of bun you're doing, too, though. Oh, we got Zyphos in here. The French champion. He is here. An ECL champ coming out of retirement to play. Apparently, he hadn't been playing much before, which makes sense with how haggard the last patch was. And let us go ahead and do the Southern Chaos Wastes for our map. Or, you know what, we can just do this map. This is fine. Map set. Zyphos says, witness me, Mom. Mom, witness me. You made it, Zyphos. You did. Let's see if you can hold on. Mariusz, I don't know what that is. Yeah, I don't know what that is, brother. Yeah. Yeah, hot dog eating stream down there. Yeah, Zyphos is French. Yeah, he is. Yeah. Zyphos is a great guy. Really, really cool dude. I had a ton of fun playing Bannerlord with Zyphos. Yeah, that was a lot of fun when we played that when it came out. The Bannerlord mod for or the Warhammer mod for Bannerlord actually looks pretty good. The one that's on the horizon. I saw it on, I think, Jackie Fish's channel. He put up a video yesterday that showed off some of the vampire count stuff, and I was like, damn, that looks cool. Age of Empires 4 will fail. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so, Nick. I think Age of Empires 4 will do well. Look, it might not be as popular as Age of Empires 2, which is like an all-time classic, but I think it'll do well enough to have like a decent community. And I can tell you from experience, I think it'll be good. Lord Master of Sotek, thank you for the $5. I come bearing an important truth for the masses. CATHAY lets us play humans with dragons, but more importantly, we can play dragons without elves. Hey, there you go. Sotek with the wisdom there. Perhaps we'll get Elspeth von Draken in Game 3, and the Empire can join into the party as well. Lord Master of Sotek, thank you for the $5. Hope all is well over on your channel. Yes. I don't know why, Piotr. Spellforce 3 didn't call to me. It didn't call to me. I'm not sure, Hammond. I'd have to minimize and check. Andrew Wilson in chat saying, Turin, Zyphos shouting, "The lady wills it" during your cav charges in Bannerlord had me rolling. Yeah, that was one of my favorite moments ever. Was when we were like charging across the bridge and Zyphos did the Bretonnian battle cry. Oh my god, that was so funny. Is the mod out yet? The Empire Vampire Count mod for Bannerlord? Is it like already like playable? I thought it was like still being done. Lore Master says, God damn it, you had to bring up Elspeth. Wouldn't that be cool though? Vampires are definitely not human. Yeah, not anymore. They are the undead. The undead. Beastmen versus High Elves. Ooh, this is going to be exciting. What does Zyphos have here? This used to be a matchup super heavily favored for the forces of the Beastmen. However, you know, ODM has some crazy builds. They have some crazy schemes and really high-level practice. So I would imagine Zyphos has some tricks here. Timbo, it's going good. It's going good. Grimgor wins all arm wrestles. Okay, Grimgor would definitely beat all humans in arm wrestling. He would definitely beat all the dwarves in arm wrestling. Grimgor might lose in an arm wrestling match to like Torox the Brass Bull. Like Torox is just like massive and he's made of like literal like metal. I think Torox could probably beat Grimgor in arm wrestling. Yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think the beta is out. Okay, I'll check that mod out. Maybe I'll do a stream this week. Maybe tomorrow. So Tech saying, how dare you associate, to Anticity, saying, how dare you associate the accursed children of Nagash with the noble sons of Sigmar. Yeah. Yeah, pretty fun. Grimgor versus Nakai? Yeah, Nakai would definitely beat Grimgor too. I think Nakai would lose to Torox too. Torox is just like metal as hell, you know? Okay, Kolek's probably pretty jacked in arm wrestling too, yeah. I mean, Kolek is like the size of like a building. So that's kind of unfair. You need to have weight classes. If you don't have weight classes, and it just gets ridiculous. You're like, that Star Dragon would definitely defeat that Karl Franz in arm wrestling. Just its little dragon claw like grabbing his hand, you know? Yeah. The dragon arm wrestling. Oh my god. It's pretty funny. Now, how is Zyphos gonna play this? Yeah, okay. It had to be like a mobile build for sure. But I heard it's pretty haggard with lots of bugs, says Mariusz. Okay. I'll check it out, brother. I'll still look. Anticity, your undead bias, huh? You've been practicing your coast? So here we are, the forces of Zyphos. This is classic. This is a classic style for sure, which I love. So Shadow Warriors, I've seen this style of play be used against a lot of the factions like Beastman, Greenskin. So Shadow Warriors just to kind of kite and fight back so they can, you know, this is like how Zyphos used to play Wood Elves, right? Like Way Watchers. But instead he's using Shadow Warriors here, and you don't need a ton of armor piercing against Beastmen, so the Shadow Warriors do the trick. You force the Beastmen to overextend, you punish them with heavy charges, you pull back, you rinse and repeat, and you goon with SCM birds. So the Arcane Phoenix plus Larry can get some decent gooning, and also the Star of Avalorn onto the Dragon Princes is very, very strong. Yeah, this is very much a classic Zyphos style of play, which we saw him win one of the ECL seasons with. Now, Feral Manticore is coming in from Subutai, going to be a little bit vulnerable, of course, to potential Tempest from Larry. No, it did not bring Tempest, but the Shadow Warriors still should be quite good. We have Malagor the Dark Bird up in the sky with a Cygor, which I love. The Cygor pick against Zyphos is very, very smart. It'll force Zyphos to come to you, and you're not going to have to chase into his trap as much. Bestigors in the backfield, a couple Centaurs with throwing axes, Hounds, and more throwing axes to counter the heavy cavalry. Yes, I love it. I think this is quite nice indeed. Yeah, and this build isn't anything new. I mean, Zyphos has been doing these style of builds for a long time, and a fair amount of elf mains do play this way. It works pretty good. It works pretty good. It's very micro-intensive. You can't slip up too much, but for the most part, it can do some wonders. It can do some wonders indeed. So here they go. The elves move forward to do battle. Shadow Warriors. What are their combat stats looking like? 38, 34, 32. Can certainly hold off Ungor Spearman Herd and or basic Centaur throwing axes in combat if they want to. The Boulders just going to probably go after the Dragon Princes, although Zyphos, is he going to be advancing them up? He is. So the first Boulders shall be coming in. And will it make contact? Oh, that was close. Just barely missing. The Shadow Warriors probably just want to punish these Centaur throwing axes. Just get, you know, all of your volleys in there, or try and get in range of the thigh of Moorsleeve. You're probably going to want to pull that back. Volleys going in to hit the shielded Ungor. Certainly doesn't feel good to use ammo on those, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. A couple of the Dragon Princes do go down. Looks like 2 models in total. The Arcane Phoenix probably going to be using its diving ability here to create the vortex on top of some of the chaff units. And that should be a nice volley. It does tear right into those Centaur throwing axes. Beautiful volley from those Shadow Warriors. Nasty, nasty. But the Cygor is also returning the favor, ever so slightly. Arcane Phoenix looking for overextending units. So for example, if like the Wargor overextends and doesn't have any mass nearby to protect it. Sorry, got my tongue twisted there for a second. But nonetheless, you got to be careful with the bird, because double Manticore plus Malagor is a pretty formidable fighting force. Although, honestly, Arcane Phoenix plus Larry could probably beat these 3 with Shadow Warrior support. Now, is that going to be a Pendulum? Okay, a Pendulum coming down there. That wasn't the worst Pendulum in the world. It did some HP damage. And it looks like the Phoenix does go after the bird and takes a massive volley. Oh, no. The Phoenix rampages, and now it's just going to be marching to its doom. The Arcane Phoenix and Larry can definitely fight it up in the sky if they want to. There's a lot of healing here. And whoa, the Arcane Phoenix diving in here. That is a bold strategy, Cotton. Looks like it must be an intentional play. Is that going to be a banishment coming in? It is. So there's going to be a big banishment, a Star of Avalorn going down, perhaps. So the star is here. It does pin down a lot of the Beastmen forces. Where's the Dragon Prince support, though? I feel like a Dragon Prince hammering into the back of this formation would be extremely strong. And there was a banishment cast there, but it appeared to have been canceled. Yeah, some more damage going down, and there's the banishment. Larry looking to get her bird claws dirty as well, and a Cygor summon coming in from the Beastmen. It's got to put some more hurt here, as the boulders have now switched onto the Shadow Warriors. So the High Elves do end up winning that blob fight. They do get the banishment. The Dragon Princes are going to come down, and it looks like the Gambit, the Xiphos Gambit, as we'll call it, has been successful. It was accepted, and it has been successful. As the Feral Manscores and these other units are broken. Yeah, this Feral Manscore is broken, so is this one. The healing of the Larry and the Arcane Phoenix, quite strong. And now the bounce power is looking pretty damn good as Xiphos gets his Dragon Princes and absolutely hammers down these Centaurs that are trying to get into the backfield. This is looking pretty disastrous for the Beastmen at this point. They just took massive losses. And the Cygor is, of course, going to be a formidable threat, but the Dragon Princes just charging back here with the Pigeon, the Arcane Phoenix, should be able to kill the Eye of Morsleep. Now over here, Malagor looks to be making his way back over. Will Larry the Radiant get in there and do battle? Another nice pendulum coming in from Subutai, but bounce power is Elven favored at this point. Centaurs, the throwing axes, being hunted pretty aggressively. They have their lances couched, but can't quite catch the faster beast units. Arcane Phoenix is going to be jumping on the Eye of Morsleep, which is certainly a good call. Got to watch out, though. There are some rallied Manscores here. We have a Manscore here and here, both of whom could maybe attack the Arcane Phoenix in tandem with the Eye of Morsleep. But with some heavy cavalry getting in here, that should do some good damage. So 7,300 HP, instantly down to 6,800 from the charge. Nice little shock damage coming in from the Princes, as the Shadow Warriors just maneuver and pick off whatever threats are on their way. The Cygor summon is disappearing. It is gone. That will give the Elves a little bit of a lead in terms of the balance of power. Up in the sky, we do have old Feral Manscore getting hunted down by the superior Arcane Phoenix. Arcane Phoenixes are very tanky with their ward save and physical resist and all that sort of good stuff. So should be able to decisively defeat that Manscore, or at least take it out here. Larry and the cavalry units going in after the Eye of Morsleep, and the Dragon Princes in the distance continue to just hammer down a multitude of the Beastmen forces, chasing down Centaur throwing axes. The Shadow Warriors will be in range here in a moment. The Bestigors will do some really good damage against Princes, but Xiphos knows this, and he's going to pull back. At this point, you have the Shadow Warriors to unleash all the remnants of their ammunition on top of the Eye of Morsleep, which is probably what you should do. Although it looks like he's shooting at Bestigors here, which isn't a bad idea. I mean, if you kill the Bestigors, you also free up the... Oh, and the bird actually lost! Whoa! How did that happen? Oh, Malagor was there. Okay. I thought the bird lost to the Manticore by itself, but it turns out that, you know, the Red Bull was here, and he was able to help win that fight. That explains it. Okay. Very well played, though. Yeah, getting Malagor over there, I totally forgot he was a factor there. So, the Peacock Lady jumping in, and the Shadow Warriors blasting into the Eye of Morsleep, doing a ton of damage as the Dragon Princes sit and sustain combat. Star of Avalorn keeping them from taking heavy losses. And the Bestigors are about to be rode down by the heavy cavalry. Xiphos showing that cavalry is indeed not dead. Still very, very strong in the right hands. So they hammer in, the Bestigors get absolutely sandwiched, and now it's basically just the Wargor and Malagor up in the sky, and that should be all she wrote. Malagor the Dark Omen is running for the hills, the Cygor is broken, and ye old Wargor is here. So GG, well played. The French champion claims victory here, and Xiphos, King of the Elves, will continue on in today's King of the Hill. Subutai, though, did earn several respectable wins, but we'll see if Xiphos can win the King of the Hill today. That was a really fun match. Really, really fun match indeed. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one as much as I did. Yes. All right. Hey, the Adrian, thank you for your donation. I did miss that 11 minutes ago. Thank you so much. All right. Cool builds on both sides. Cygor was a good choice. 1337 value, the elite value, but the Dragon Princes did great. Bird did good. Shadow Warriors put on an absolute clinic, as they say. And yeah, that was it. GG. Well played. So Xiphos is going to be the new King of the Hill. Score to beat us 2 right now, so nobody really dominating today. But that could perhaps change here. That could perhaps change. All right. So it's going to be the Phoenix King of XMT against Xiphos of ODM. Let there be battle. Okay, so we'll do Galbaraz for the map. The Phoenix King versus Xiphos. 2 elf fans here in the same room. And I'm also looking forward to upon CATHAY. Oh, man. No, man, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. CATHAY is going to be awesome. Oh, the Phoenix King versus Xiphos. Who will claim victory this day? Have any other faction selection methods been used in competitive multiplayer before? Pick and ban system, blind picks was used in some tournaments. Pick 3, ban 1. I mean, those are usually the main ones, yeah. in the earlier days too, there was like, sometimes there was tournaments that didn't have bans. They would just like, it's gone through many renditions. Yeah, absolutely. All right, Phoenix King is going to be going for High Elves. Oh no, he's going for a Lithanar subfaction. And Xiphos is going to go Wood Elves. So we have an Elvish duel. We have a Lithanar's faction versus the Wood Elves. And this should be fun. I'm going to be expanding the Empire for Sigmar for sure. Yeah, it sounds like a good time. I for sure will do an Empire campaign at some point. I think it'd be really fun to do a modded campaign with Kislev and Empire on a team. And you just set Chaos to like a freakishly difficult amount of invasions. And just like mod it so it's super hard. Adrian, I noticed your donation. Now I can go to sleep. Yeah, man. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Get some rest. Get some rest. There's no Chaos Invasion. And, well, it looks like there was certainly a Chaos Invasion in Cathay going down. Tzeentch was literally pouring in from the skies. This is a matchup that, I don't know, with a Lithanar it becomes a little bit different, but basically it's Silver and Guard, Dragon Princes, Shadow Warriors, or Archers, like that works well. And Xiphos is probably going to go Waywatcher and just try and like snipe out the, value targets would be my guess. Oh man, I'd love some coffee right now. Sounds nice. Sounds nice for sure. By Sigmar, yes. I have this conspiracy theory as well, guys, that they're going to add like a 4-player campaign in Warhammer 3. It's like a tinfoil hat conspiracy, but I feel like there's going to be like a bigger campaign mode, like where you can have like 4 people playing a campaign at once. I would be even happier though if you could do an FFA. If you could do, hey, my wife is here, Lady Turin. Smoking hot wife. Hell yeah. She's here. But I have a conspiracy theory that they're going to add like multiplayer campaign, like either co-op, like more co-op features, more than just like 2 people, or they're going to like do like a 4-player free-for-all campaign. That would be my favorite. If they added a 4-player FFA campaign where you can all be enemies and you can make alliances with each other and like scheme, I would be so goddamn excited. I would sit there for like 8 hours and stream those. That would be so fun. Like imagine getting like 4 of your friends, each of you picks like a faction somewhere and you just have these like grand epic campaigns that go on for a couple weeks, and there's like, you and the weaker friends are like, backstabbing like the more powerful like friend. Like that would be so cool. Like the CA, like they have so many opportunities to do so much cool shit. Chaos God versus Chaos God campaign. That'd be cool. Yeah, each person plays a Chaos God, right? And you're like fighting for dominance in the Chaos realm. A 4-player FFA in Mortal Empires? Yeah, and like, look, if it takes forever, whatever. It's not for everyone, but some people enjoy that. Like, when I was in college, I used to sit with my roommates. We would sit for like, God, maybe like 5, 6, 7 hours, and we would just play these epic Civ games. Because in Civilization 5, they had simultaneous turns. So we could be taking our turns at the same time, and we would play these epic Civ games, and it was so good. It was so good. Yeah, that was amazing. So I'd love to see that. If they could find a way to do like simultaneous turns in Warhammer, oh my god, that would just be insane. I don't know. It might be too much to ask for, but it is a conspiracy theory that I have. Dang it, Bobby. Clicked just for Hank. Yes, my plan has worked out. A Chaos Blood Bowl. Yes. All right, let me get some water here. The age of only 2 players over. I know. I'd love to watch along. Yeah, dude, imagine how good. Yeah, Civ games lasted days. Absolutely. Absolutely. You still think a Gotrek and Felix campaign could be possible? Yeah, I think so. Lady Turin in chat saying, kids don't know the 12-hour hot seat in HOM 3. Oh, that was the good shit, yeah. You needed to be alive in the 90s for that. Nothing like sneaking the science victory? Yeah, of course. I usually would go for the wonders, yeah. Son of Kiernan, thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. And then one from Eldrin of the Mist. Hey, Turin. While your wife is near you, ask her if you and your wife were a character in Warhammer, who would you be and who would your wife be? Anna, you want to answer that for us? I will let my lovely wife answer that. Thank you so much. And if she doesn't, then I'll get back to you on that. So for Xiphos, Deepwood Scouts, pretty interesting. Loose formation, pretty much, a counter archer unit. Oh, we got the... Oh, guys, check this shit out. Guys, oh yeah, we have the Deepwood Scouts versus the Shadow Walkers and Warriors. Oh, God, so good. So Waystalkers, Deepwood Scouts, Sylvan Knights, Zotes in the back, Spears, and up in the sky we have a Spellweaver of High Magic. Now for the Elves of Elithanar, we have the Shadow Walkers and Shadow Warriors. For the Lord, it's going to be an Archmage of Death, so no Elithanar today. A Phoenix, Silverhelms, Cavalry in the back. This battle is basically going to be coming down to ye old Shadow Walker, Shadow Warrior. Skarsnik and Franz is who we would be. Very good. The ultimate romance, yes. Yeah, the Civ 5 song is really good. Who did I used to like to play in Civ 5 a lot? Yeah, I used to like to play... France was fun to play because they had the really good wonders. Like, they had the wonder advantage. Or was that Egypt? I can't remember. Yeah, I think Egypt builds faster. And then France got, like, a lot of culture, I think, was how they would win. They would go for, like, culture victories. Ethiopia was also a really fun nation, too, to play there because they could play super narrow. Like, you didn't have to have a huge base. You could play, like, super small and elite, sort of, which was really fun. Yeah, man, Civ 5 was such a good game. Anyways, the battle's underway. The Shadow Walker is going to be sniping. Oh, look at that! Zypho's getting his Waystalker gooned. Damn, dude. Looks like there's going to be an Apotheosis going down, but that thing should break, honestly. Is there going to be another volley going in? He did trade, like, half the health of some Shadow Walkers for that. Oh, this is like a repeat of the World Championship all over again. The Phoenix King was doing so good, but now Anakin, he is too weak. He's going to get potentially killed here. If Zyphos can rip another volley, he needs to juke this. Oh, man, very lucky. The Phoenix King is going to survive. Yeah, he's going to get away because the bird kind of distracted. The bird does get in there and takes out the Shadow Walker. And the Elvish forces are moving forward. Yeah, we're going to do an FFA today. Yes, we will. We'll do one at the very end. Yeah, I'd be down for some Civ 5. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So the forces of the Elves, the highest of Elves, the 420 Elves are going to be advancing up. Continuing to rip shots in. Zyphos right now going to be unleashing a volley on the shielded Silverhelms, who won't take too much damage. And there's a very solid response here from the Shadow Walkers and the Shadow Warriors. Very fortunate that that Archmage is alive. That Archmage needs to, like, come back here and just hide and, like, cast magic from the distance. Maybe even overcast and take that risk. We'll see. Nice dodge there. Partial dodge from the Phoenix King. He does mitigate a lot of that incoming damage. Zyphos pulling back. He was able to stabilize his Shadow Stalker there, as well as the Spellweaver, and most of his archers are in good shape. Arrow of Kurnus going in. It's going to be going in deep from downtown, and it does partially hit. The Archmage holds firm at 31 leadership right there. A sniping game, yes. Well, that's very normal for Elves. Elves love to do that. They love to Legolas shit here, so. Getting a little bit close together now. The Shadow Walkers and Shadow Warriors should be able to unleash a salvo here. They need to return fire, like, right now. I'm not sure if they're going to. Yep, they target the Deepwood Scouts here, and Zypho's going to be taking a pretty substantial volley. That did some big damage and also splashed onto that other unit there. A little bit harder to juke with those type of things. And Shadow Walkers are not slouches for sure. And if it does come down to ammo being emptied, the Shadow Walkers will be far better in combat than Deepwood Scouts. So that is a really interesting kind of angle here on this game. Pretty excited for this. So looking around here, Waystalkers as well as a Spellweaver of High Magic. Looking to strike once again. The Flamespire Phoenix in the backfield maybe looking to get one of his Vortexes, or maybe it's being used as an ammo magnet. Maybe the Phoenix King here is just kind of purposefully letting this thing get shot at, knowing it has the rebirth ability, trying to drain the ammunition from Zyphos, which is a pretty big factor. Now, looks like shot's going to be going into the flyer, but that's a mistake against high-level players like Zyphos. Typically, you want to just use the ammo on targets that they can't juke as well with until you have a way to snare them, or they're, like, trapped on the ground or something like that. So the Shadow Walker is pulling back. Nice little volley there from the Deepwood Scouts of Zyphos. The range. Excuse me, I need to have some water real quick. So good and tasty. The range here on the Shadow Walkers is 180. Shadow Warriors, I believe, are 180 as well. Let's go ahead and see. They're almost all Shadow. Only one Shadow Warrior, yeah. So the range is the same. So in terms of functionality, pretty darn similar for sure. Zyphos on the hunt, though. The Spellweaver kind of looking like it wanted to attack the Archmage, but the armor of these stars is pretty cool. It gives stock and unspottable right there. In terms of the cavalry fighting, Zyphos probably has a little bit of an advantage. He's got the Enigmas plus the Lost Sylvan Knights. The Lost Sylvan Knights have been getting hammered by overcasted Spirit Leeches. That's why they're down to about half health right now, which is pretty interesting. And you can see what they haven't lost any models, though, which is nice. Is there any healing here for Zyphos? Yeah, he does have Apotheosis. So volleys, well, that was a good volley. Went to the back of the Eternal Guard. Their backs were turned, which means their silver shields weren't pertinent. Oh, they're actually the unshielded variant anyways, so it doesn't really matter. But a very technical game by both these players. Honestly, I think if the Phoenix King hadn't made the mistake of letting his Archmage get, like, sniped in the beginning by that Tempest, I think we could have actually seen maybe a game where the High Elves have a slight advantage. due to the Spirit Leeches and, of course, the Shadow Walkers doing some nasty, nasty work. But I think Xiphos currently has the lead right now, if he could kind of keep just this trading going on. No Prey Beneath Rama, though. The bird is flying in overhead, and it looks like volleys being released on the Shadow Walkers. A little bit of damage being taken. A fair amount, actually, losing about 7 or 8 models. And now volley fire going into the Waystalker here. He is hit with an Apotheosis, but he is broken. Is there going to be a follow-up? You could go with the Arcane Phoenix. Honestly, might not be a bad idea. Silver Helms on the flanks, which are shielded. Going to be kind of encircling the Elvish formation. The Wood Elves are getting danger close to the edge of the map. And look at the Phoenix King dropping bombardments here with the Flamespire Phoenix, which I love. Got to be careful not to lose that thing. The Flamespire Phoenix is going to be super necessary to victory because it does do magic damage. It's one of the few tools that the High Elves have, aside from the Spirit Leeching Lord, who's almost dead in the back, to deal with ye old Sylvan Knights. So just continuing to skirmish here, Xiphos running out of room. The lobby, of course, the password is 1234. I see some folks in chat asking about that. But will the High Elves go for the final death thrust here? Will they try and Alpha Strike Xiphos first? The Tempest is pretty good here. Will do good damage. The funny thing about the Tempest here, though, is it does such little damage. It might allow the Flamespire Phoenix to actually regenerate with its rebirth ability, like in a safe, controlled environment. Whereas normally, if it's taking a lot of burst damage, you know. It is broken, though. I mean, kind of close to the edge of the battlefield. Looks like it's not going right off. I mean, it should rally unless his volley hits it. Oh, and the bird is down. That is a big pick there for Xiphos. Big, big pick for sure. The Elves running out of room, but ammunition pretty good for both sides. Xiphos has a little bit less ammo, but he's certainly done quite a bit of damage. I mean, taking out a Flamespire Phoenix is a really, really nice catch. And it looks like the cavalry will be swarming in from all sides. The Shadow Warriors and Shadow Walkers. I think at this point, you just go, you know, free fire. You start shooting in, no mercy. Like, use all of your ammo. I think you just got to go for the kill here. Yeah, the Archmage of Death being so beat up is really unfortunate. Could use Fate of Buna. Fate of Buna on Lost Sylvan Knights would probably be a last, like, ditch play that I think would be very, very strong. So one unit of Deepwood Scouts is Shrek'd pretty bad. It looks like the cavalry are advancing up. The Lost Sylvan Knights and some of these other units are going to be getting in there and pushing in. And will potentially run down some of these units, but also taking some casualties. No, not quite. Not taking too many casualties. The Silverhelm Cavalry will be rushing into fight, but they're going to get wrecked pretty bad. Because, you know, if there was an Arcane Phoenix here, if there was, like, a Mage here, like, this could be a fight the High Elves would win. But having lost the Arcane Phoenix, you know, that really, really is going to be changing the dynamic of this battle. Aspect of the Dread Knight going down and the Silverhelm's kind of cute. Makes him immune to being terror-routed, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Stag Knights are getting regrowth, plus also the Flesh to Stone from these Zotes, which is a very, very powerful combination. And I think Xiphos has got this game. It was a really good scrap. Phoenix King played very well. He had some really good plays in the beginning, but like the fact that he's having to hide his Archmage in the shadows has been really rough. Like if that Mage could be here, like helping the Phoenix, Fate of Buna on the Stag Knights, it's a different game. It's a different game. Actually, a Cat, you missed a handful of games, but there's more to come. Probably another hour or so, and then I'm going to have to hit the road to my doctor's appointment. Yes. What do you think the use of the Ice Guard will be, says Gabriel. I think they'll be used as like a one-of unit to get like Frostbite and like defend your backfield. Yeah. Because they have Frostbite with ranged and melee, so that could be really, really nice for sniping or like snaring things. So, pretty gangster build from Phoenix King. Really, really fun match. Very technical Elvish duel. So now we go up. It's going to be 2 for the French King. If Xiphos is able to win the next game, he will be the king of the hill. He's currently tied with Subutai and some of the other folks. GG, well played. All right. There you go. Kenny, no. Don't leave us. Anakin, I am too weak. Today's not a tournament. It's just like a casual king of the hill, so. Phoenix King saying something. Maybe he's a little bit disappointed with his performance. Lady Turin in chat wants Torox as the therapist. Archer's lame, especially only one's named Marcus. Yeah. All right, well, hold on, guys. We got some spammers in chat, unfortunately. We're on it. There you go. Look at that. Lady Turin smashing that. So that's some next level shit. Usually the bots are like trying to spam like, you know, just links to their casinos and you know, adult websites, but that's some... Yeah, that one doesn't even make sense. Like, why? Why are you like this? The Lord dying at the start of battle was a big mistake. It was. All right, so we got to make some... Oh, we got Ice Power in here now. Okay, so we got Ice Power Total War versus Xiphos. Ooh, very, very high-level battle here between these two champs. He tried to Xiphos. He almost did. He played a great game. Phoenix King played fine. It was just the Lord in the beginning. Like, if that Lord had been healthy, would have been a close game. Yeah. Yeah, that was not a bot, I guess. Yeah, could have just been a troll of some sort. Oh, yeah. Can't wait for my wife to get back this weekend. We've been apart for quite some time. She returns to the States, and we're going to be having some fun. Hey, man. It's Ice Power Total War. He is here. So, Zyphos will do his pick 3. Zyphos, pick 3, ban 1. Good luck, have fun. We're on Eschen for the map. Password is 1234. Zyphos goes all elves, and he bans dark elves. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, nice. He bans the dark elves, and he picks all elves for himself. I'm really excited for Warhammer 3. And you know what? I am super mega excited for the fact that Old World is going to be having CATHAY, Kislev. Like, when Old World comes out, the tabletop game, I will 100% do battle reports. Hopefully at that time, like, I'll live in a space where I can have a room dedicated to battle reports, and I can like film and have good quality and things like that. So, yeah. Do I have a stream schedule? Honestly, it's kind of random. Gabriel, yeah. Gabriel, sorry if I'm getting your name wrong, by the way. It's random. I just kind of stream when I like wake up. When I wake up feeling a certain way, I just stream. And like, when I have a schedule, it gives me like a minor degree of anxiety. Not that I can't handle it, but I just I prefer to just shoot from the hip a little bit. Although tomorrow, guys, at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, my lord, it's impossible to join. Yeah, it's a challenge for sure. It's a challenge. You just got to keep trying. There'll be FFAs at the end as well. So, what do we got? Yes, you ban one of his 3 and pick. But what was I going to say? God, I had some really profound statement and I just totally blanked on it. Yeah, well, it'll come back to me in a minute. It will return. Okay, yes. So tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So for those of you in Europe, like 7, 8, 9 p.m., depending on what part of the globe you're on, we are having a chess tournament here on the channel. We're having a chess tournament where it's going to be Total War tournament players playing chess. It's going to be so much fun. I think we have like 6 signups so far. It's not like a big tournament, but it'll be really fun. It's going to be the Chess Hammer tournament, yeah. I'll be casting it. I don't know shit about... I'm like a very beginner, amateurish at chess. Like beginner level. I'm not like great. I think I'm like 1100 or 1200 is like been the peak I've gotten to, but yeah. It's going to be really, really cool. So that'll be tomorrow. Way to exclude your International Space Station viewers. I know, I'm sorry. That would be pretty cool if somebody was actually watching from the space station. That'd be very epic. I don't know shit. So my commentary is going to suck, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see. I'm going to check who we have playing so far. Let me minimize real quick. So it's going to be Bretonnia versus Dark Elves is the battle. Yeah. I feel like I've seen this one many times. Challenge. Eldrin of the Mist. Imagine the 4 Chaos Demon armies on a team in a 4v4 match. I'm not sure if it's possible, but maybe versus... Oh, that's 100% possible, and that will be happening. I'm sure every YouTuber and their dog will be doing that. So far signed up for the tournament, we have Zero. We have Moors, who is one of the mighty leaders of VM Clan. We have Ice Power Total War, Anticity, and Raptor. I don't know who the highest rated player in our chess tournament is. I think Zero has a pretty good rating. I think he's like 1400 or 1500. So he's certainly going to be a very scary foe. I think Ice Power is like 13 or 14 too. So Moors is also in that range. Moors is a great chess player. We played a lot of games together. I haven't seen Anticity play or Raptor, but I'm sure they're good as well. Anticity is just, he's got one of those minds where he's good at these type of things. So yeah. All right. So we got Bretonnia versus Dark Elves here in this match. Players are just going to be getting ready here. Do you have a least favorite? Do you at least have a usual favorite time for your streams? Yes, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time till like noon or 1 o'clock. Yeah. Chess boxing? That's not what it actually sounds like, is it? Do they actually like punch each other? No way, that's real. Like if they lose a piece? How does that work? Or if they lose? I don't know. Probably one of the most haggard sports I've ever seen was like, it's arm wrestling boxing. So the guys arm wrestle while they're punching each other with their other hand. It's just absurd. Torox the Brass Bull, Gorbel watching from space station. That actually makes sense. Gorbel has been launched into space for the duration of Warhammer 2. So yeah. Come at my 500 chess skill. I'm very bad. Oh, you're not bad, dude. Can I play in this tournament? Yeah, sure. Yeah, just join my Discord. If you join the Discord and message me, we can get you in the tournament. Yeah, absolutely. It's just for like Total War players to play chess. It's kind of a fun thing. All right, hold on. I'll get you guys a link to Discord right now. You just gotta shoot me a message and I can get you all set up. There we go. Cool. All set. All right. There we go. Chess boxing is 10 rounds, alternating 3 minutes of chess and 3 minutes of boxing. Holy shit. That's crazy. I feel like people are just going to get like wrecked in the boxing though. Like whoever just gets owned in boxing just probably loses, right? I mean, 3 minutes of chess? How does that work though with their turns and stuff? Is there like a chess clock being used? A hot dog for every lost chess piece. You could do like a pepper for every lost, like maybe not pawns, but if you lose like your like, you could have some special rule where if you lose like your power pieces, you know. Yeah. The dreaded hot dogs, yeah. All right, Ice Power, probably going to go Faye Tonya, I would imagine, like Faye with double Paladin. We're probably going to see Marathi with Xiphos. Xiphos is probably going to have like 50 Scourge Hunter Chariots, repeater crossbows, all that kind of shit. Who knows? Who knows how this is going to be played. Can't play chess with a broken nose. Oh my god. No hot dogs in tomorrow's chess tournament, yeah. Most chess matches have time turns. Yeah, I play on chess.com and I usually play... The format I do best at is 10 minutes, like 10-minute chess, but I play 3 minutes, and if I'm feeling real wild, I'll play a bullet game, but I'm just not good enough for those faster formats. Yeah. That's the sad case. If you get checkmated, you have to eat a ghost pepper. Holy shit. That would be some taking it to the next level. Yeah, chess is really fun. It's a fun game. I get frustrated though. I'll just be like, I'll log into chess, I'll win a game, and then I'll play like, I'll lose like 4 in a row, and I'll be like, God damn it, I hate this goddamn game. That's like every chess session for me. Like, screw this shit. You know, I'll just like blunder my like rook or my queen or something. Yeah, it's classic. All right. So, taking a look at Ye Old Bretonnians for Ice Power Total War, it's going to be a Battle Pilgrim line, backed up by Peasant Archers, a fair amount of Knights of the Realm and Questing Knights. You don't really need much else, and the Fey Enchantress and Paladins. So, fairly meta here in this situation. Now, if we look at the forces of Xiphos, ooh, dragon build, Malekith on a dragon, another black dragon, Cold One Knights, Spears, and Scourge Runners. This is not what I was expecting at all from Xiphos. The dreaded dragon. Oh my god. Well, I'll make sure to check out that chess boxing after the stream. Dude, look at this build. This is so good. Taking a look at the comments here. Yeah, just chatting with one another. We do have the Candid Assassin on the Web of Shadows. Breath attack's going to be pretty important here. I would imagine Xiphos will be trying to breath attack down either the Cavalry Blobs or the Peasant Bowmen. But Ice Power has really good micro. He's not going to let this happen. Malekith, of course, Soul Stealer is going to be another way to punish Bretonnian Blobs if they do get a little bit too tight. But the double black dragon is here. Scourge Runners will give some nice poke against the heavy cavalry. The Aragon build, yeah. No, double dragon build was like a thing like when Warhammer 2 first launched. When it just launched. But, you know, some wild shit. Blundering your queen is your signature move, says Sam. Yeah, I hear you. I've been there. A lot of breath attacks. Let's see what they're playing. Good luck, have fun at being dropped by both of these fine champions. Both of course, are top-tier players who've done very well in tournaments. Ice Power Total War will be playing in the ECL Grand Finals coming up. I think his first round opponent, I can't remember who it is. I think it's Alfredino, but nonetheless, that will be happening very, very soon. Just in the works of scheduling and getting that all going. It won't drag on. Well, it might drag on with 2 dragons here in the game. We will see. Malekith flying about. The Scourge Runner Chariot's going to be baiting out some of the archer play, but Xiphos knows better. Although he's using a little bit of the Scourge Runner ammo to shoot at peasant mobs, which is a little bit unfortunate. I would probably take them off fire at will at this point. Make sure to start shooting at some of the more formidable targets. Malekith is pretty good at killing peasant archers. Gaze of Malice is also quite strong. You can see right here it's going to get dropped. There's not really dodging that. Yeah, it gets in there and does some good work. And the peasant mobs take a little bit of a tickling of the pickle as the Scourge Runners continue to juke and the Dark Elf army rotates away. And it will force the Bretonnians to kind of compensate because a couple of these archers will need to move. A breath attack going down there does nail the Peasant Bowman. Ice Power not quite able to dodge that. Will they break though? It's hard to tell. One dragon does land. Going to be feasting on the souls of these peasant mobs. A little bit of a bold strategy. Cavalry are nearby. And the Scourge Runners in the front do Shrek these peasant mobs. So far, pretty good harass from the Druki. Haven't really committed too heavily, and Zyphos has been able to get good value, although he's got to watch out for the Fey Paladin blob catching the Scourge Runners and or the Cavalry. So the Bretonnians once again shooting into the big flying beasties of Zyphos. The dragons just, moving around, trying to get whatever they can. Breath attack coming in. What will it be hitting? It's going to go after the peasant mob again, and it does okay damage. Nothing too crazy. Probably enough to break them, though. So overall, how many peasant archers do we have? It looks like 5. The breath attack's being used there. Does mean there's going to be less for the cavalry. And it looks like Malekith may be going to be forcing a blob fight, which is very, very ballsy. With Fey Enchantress and Paladins nearby, that is a scary one. I mean, Soul Stealer versus Fey Mortis Engine, they're both pretty formidable. I love the rotation from Zyphos. The way that he is moving around and getting away from the front line of the Bretonnians and forcing his opponent to really restructure his army is really, really nice. Now, what is that going to be? Was that like a Dwellers Below coming out or something like that? Yeah, I think that was like a baited Dwellers Below. Interesting. Yeah, but it looks like he was able to cancel it at the last second. Zyphos trying to force a fight with some of the cavalry on the wings. Breath attacks probably off cooldowns, and the Scourge Runner chariots are now moving in to attack the Battle Pilgrims, which is a good choice. Candid Assassin intercepted by Battle Pilgrims, and some of the spears probably going to have to fight this. Are the dragons going to go in and fight? It's a little bit scary. With the Peasant Archers being online, if you're just fighting in the pits with the dragon, you're such a big target, and you're really, really going to get punished pretty bad. Now, Coldwood Knights do get a downhill charge, or downhill charged by the Knights of the Realm, and they are engaging versus these units. I think right now we see a big Soul Stealer. It's got to happen. Gaze of Malice going to be quite nice here. That should hit those Peasant Bowmen. Nice one. Does melt those units. Scourge Runner chariots have moved in to help. And the Dark Elves do actually win that flank fight. They are able to break some of the Knights of the Realm, but at, not for free. They take some reasonable casualties themselves, and the big Black Dragon is now being beaten down by the Fey, as well as the two Paladins. So that dragon needs to escape. Soul Stealer going to be returning the favor here against the Fey Enchantress and her Paladin blob. More spears moving in, and that dragon is up in the sky, perhaps going to be preparing a breath attack. We will see. Oh, actually going back in. There is a Paladin who's a little bit isolated here. If Malekith were able to pin him in, that could be a nice catch. Going after the Fey Enchantress with the Candid Assassin, but more cavalry. Questing Knights coming down from the high ground. Going to be hammering into that Black Dragon. Black Dragon needs to escape right now. And here, Coldwood Knights have done an excellent job of winning their fight against the Bretonnian Knights of the Realm. More Knights of the Realm there could be piled in upon. And the Black Dragon, once again, falls into a little bit of a precarious situation. I don't know if it's going to be able to live. It's got stand your ground in the backfield. Ooh, Fey Enchantress being hunted by Malekith. She has taken a pretty big blow there. Better watch out. Soul Stealer probably is on cooldown right now, and there are a shit ton of Bretonnian Knights back here. Does the Dark Elf army have any support that can get back here and save the dragons? Yeah, it looks like this one dragon's going to bounce back here to help win this fight. Very, very scrappy game. This is a very, very even one. Dwellers Below going down, though. Potentially nice, but it looks like for the most part, Zyphos does micro away and re-engages his cavalry against the charging Knights of the Realm. Really, really good Coldwood Knight play this game. It's been quite solid for sure. Honestly, Dark Elves looking like they're in okay shape, but the Bretonnians are probably a little bit ahead considering all the Dark Elf infantry is gone, and the dragons are quite damaged. Of course, Druki dragons cannot be healed, except with Soul Stealer, for example, on Malekith. A little bit of a precarious situation. A good breath attacker, too, could certainly help the Dark Elves get back in this game. We'll see where he's going to drop it. Looks like the Scourge Runner chariots up on the high ground going to get caught. Zyphos might not see this, and the Knights of the Realm do get a fully couched charge into those Scourge Runner chariots. Should be able to finish them off. Dragons looking for their goodies. The Candid Assassin is on the run as the last of the Coldwood Knights does rampage to its doom. The Dread Spears, of course, continuing to try and support there, but the Candid Assassin is down for the count, so losing that, powerful character there is pretty rough. And I do like this all in here. I think Zyphos has got to all in and just try and kill some of the characters, because Bretonnia is slowly taking over this game. Getting the picks, and yeah, more cavalry coming in from Ice Power Total War, going to be lancing into the back of Malekith there, as he tries to goon the Fey Enchantress and the Paladins. Nice little leaping attack might actually save him from death here, but Dark Elves really just don't have much left. The cavalry of Bretonnia have been able to eventually grind down the cavalry of the Dark Elves because they just had the numbers advantage. And I think all that's really left for the Druki are a couple Dread Spears. Got Dread Spears here. I think there's some up in the high ground. The Witch King is going to go down, and that is going to be GG well played. Dragons OP, well, they definitely were cool, but did not do the trick this game. Yeah, especially when dragons don't have healing. It's really tough. It's really, really tough. Like, high elf dragons can be much more functional just because they have healing, but overall, let's see what kind of value they got. Malekith did good, 2,200. The other dragon got 325. I mean, if that money had been spent on, like, repeater crossbows or something good, could have been a different game. And for Ice Power, a very meta build, a very good execution, despite some good early harass from Zyphos. Amazing Paladin value, and the Fey Enchantress, of course, just always a raid boss. All right, so now it's Ice Power. He will be starting here with 1 win. Certainly a fun scrap we had there in that game. Thank you all for joining, by the way. The CATHAY Day hype. Yes, yes. GG, well played. Well, let's see what they can do. Buff dragons. Yeah, dragons are in a little bit of a sad place for sure. Not vampire dragons are good though. Vampire dragons are good. I think with the vampire counts and their playstyle of like overwhelming gooning, they can be pretty strong. But yeah, with dark elf dragons, I think are some of the worst because they just can't be healed and they don't really have like too many. They don't synergize that well with the rest of the roster. All right, we have Geralt of Rivia in here against Ice Power. We will do. Let's go ahead and do the Blood Pine Woods. That's a fun map. The Blood Pine Woods. So the map is set. Good luck to these two fine champions. Hey, take care, Andrew Wilson. Thank you for joining. Dude, the Lightning Dragon is going to be cool, though. You just wait. I wonder if this is someone playing under a... All right. Is this someone I know? Some of the names seem familiar. So, Ice picks. Good luck, have fun. Yeah, Wood Elf Dragons are pretty haggard, too, but at least they can be healed. At least they can be healed. That's the thing, you know. I've seen like Wood Elf Dragons be used a little bit more effectively than Dark Elf Dragons in general. You know, the one matchup in which you can actually catch someone off guard with the Dark Elf Dragons is I've done double dragon against Vampire Count players. You go like double dragon with Marathi up in the sky, and like if they go Air Force, you can definitely win those fights with the Dark Elves. Like Marathi, a Master, and double dragon, and like you can just shit on Vampire Count Air Forces pretty damn hard, which is cool. Will the Cathay Dragon characters be playable? Oh, they've got to be. Absolutely. Yeah, the password's 1234. It would tell you wrong password. It wouldn't say failed. So now what we're going to do, today's stream can't be quite as long. We're going to play... Actually, yeah, we'll see. We'll see if Ice Power can beat the current King of the Hill, so he just needs to get 3. If Ice Power does get 3, then we'll go over to the... FFAs. Yes. Chaos Dragons are pretty shit, too. They're pretty god-awful. Yeah. You can't even bring Chaos Dragons like as a single unit, though. You can only bring it as a mount. Who's winning King of the Hill? Well, Zyphos and Subutai are tied for first. They both have 2 wins. Right now, Ice Power just defeated Zyphos in a pretty solid scrap, and now he's going to be trying to, you know, climb the hill. Nurgle armies are going to be tanky. They're probably going to be tanky. They're probably going to be slower. They'll have probably a Mortis Engine effect of some sort. Probably will have some sort of an aura that lowers melee attack, like a Cloud of Flies ability. So like aura-based, slow, tanky, like you really don't want to fight them in melee type of thing. Lady Turin saying everybody's gangster and dragon until Skarsnik stabs their foot. I know, him and his Prada. The squig just bites your toe off. Yeah, squigs are pretty cool. Yeah, I think some Nurgle units will heal. Yeah, I think they'll either heal over time with regeneration, or they'll have like the hunger type ability where they heal in combat. They'll have something like that. Yeah. So, Dark Elves, Tomb Kings, and Vampirates. And then we got Greenskins banning Dark Elves. And Ice Power will now pick either Tomb Kings or Vampirates. Which I would like to see some Tomb Kings, actually. That'd be really fun. Let us see. Oh... Nurgle will for sure have a Mortis Engine. I think Nurgle will have a Mortis Engine. What I would suspect is that the Great Unclean One will have an item that you can bring, you know? And the item is going to be like a bell. Like he'll carry like a giant bell that like rings while he's moving, and that will be a Mortis Engine. Or like a leadership discouraging effect. I can see that being like a big like, you know, leadership tanking ability. Like Nurgle is going to be Nurgle's my favorite of all the Chaos stuff, so I'm very excited for that. When Game 3 comes out, I'll probably specialize at Kislev number 1, Nurgle number 2, and I don't know who would be my number 3. I'll definitely try and get very good at those 2 factions. They're pretty different in playstyle, though. Like, Nurgle's going to be like the complete opposite of Kislev, like heavy, slow shit, and Kislev's going to be like fast, maneuverable, like guns. Yeah. Yeah, squigs are terrifying for sure. Yeah, that's what's really cool about Warhammer. There's Warhammer Fantasy. There's a lot of stuff that's like presented in a very funny manner, but like it's actually terrifying. Squigs are like, imagine seeing a squig in person. Jesus, that'd be so scary. All right, Tomb Kings versus Greenskins. I think CATHAY is a good choice here. The Bonewood Staff can be extremely annoying for Greenskin players. Arkan is very good. Cetra is good. Like, they plenty of choices. So, Hey, no worries, Zyphos. It's all good, man. You had some fun. Some good elvish clinics you put on. Yeah, those paladins hit hard. So does the Fanchantress. I mean, like, the thing is, dragons with high elves, you can definitely meme a little bit more efficiently because they can be healed by Star of Avalorn and stuff, which is really good. Yeah, I mean, look, I think CATHAY will be a slow faction. I think CATHAY will have some similarities to dwarves. No, not dwarves. I'm trying to think of the best, like, because it didn't seem I don't think CATHAY will have much cavalry presence. I think they're going to be more like, you know, artillery, powder weaponry, like, you know, spear infantry, halberd infantry with like monster support, which is really cool. Maybe like a living Coast. Like, yeah, in some ways, CATHAY actually might bear many similarities to Coast. Like, Coast has Terrorgeists, CATHAY has dragons. Coast has a lot of guns and powder, so too will CATHAY. CATHAY, they'll have better infantry quality than Coast for sure, but they won't have the undead. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting. Yeah. They also make Velociraptor noise. Yeah. Yeah, pretty fun. All right, Tomb King's greenskins. I don't know. There's a lot of ways to play this. Caskets are usually pretty good. You can even get a wild-ass Titan if you're looking to have some fun. All sorts of ways you can play this. Anna would definitely bring a squig home as a pet, yeah. You have to adopt it, I know. Having a squig as a pet would be interesting. I mean, if you could just have it not eat you, it would probably be a cool pet. Hey! Yeah, Flying Taco, maybe like Tomb Kings. Yeah, that's perhaps what we were looking for there. I think Tomb Kings are such a cool faction. Man, I wish they got more love. Oh, Lotus Moon, you just got to embrace it, man. Warhammer Fantasy is all about embracing the extremes of the various cultures, dude. You know? You got to embrace it. They just got to ham it up, dude. Yeah. I love the blimps. I think they're going to be cool. Flying war wagons, what's not to love? CATHAY Air Force is going to be pretty damn strong. You're going to have, like, dragons, flying blimps. They have those, like, Pegasus riders. Like, yeah, shit's going to get crazy. Shit is going to get crazy for sure. I just want to see Nurgle so badly. The Nurgle trailer, I wonder who they're going to fight. It'll probably be like Kislev, yeah. Kislev will probably get the receiving end of Nurgle here. All right. So here we are. It is time. The Blood Pine Woods is the map. It's a campaign quest battle map, but it's one of the few campaign quest battle maps that's actually pretty good for multiplayer. It was introduced to me by the great Hadries when we were playing some battles, and I was like, hey, we should add this to our things. Yeah, so it's funny, so many of the factions are getting those artillery pieces. Khorne has the skull cannons, Kislev has the little Grom, it has the bear artillery, and then, like, you know, they have the we saw in CATHAY's trailer today, they have the mortars, of course, like, yeah. So they all have that kind of neat stuff. I'm pretty hyped for Nurgle too, yeah. I just want to see how they do Nurglings. Like, imagine having an army with just like a horde of Nurglings just swarming. Oh, it's so cool. So cool. All right, so Ice Power Total War. Take notes, guys, if you're looking for some cool builds. He's got the double Tomb Scorpion. A cheap terror-causing unit can certainly be quite good in the front line against greenskins. No Tomb Guard, though. I was expecting some Tomb Guard. Mostly Skeleton Warriors. A Screaming Beam Catapult. Triple Chariot backed up by Arkin the Black to buffer things off with Liber Mortis and his summons. It's a pretty cool build. Skeleton Archers in the backfield, of course, not bad. Greenskins do have a number of good targets, like Orc Biggins and Savage Orcs, and also their Skirmish Cavalry. So the double meme catapults are here. Turin, so were you surprised that we got the Dragon Emperor's daughter? You know, I'm fine with that. I think it's cool. I thought she was a cool character, the way they depicted her in the trailer. Had that intensity. And it's also smart because it leaves us, like, wanting for the Dragon Emperor perhaps as a character down the road. So I think, like, there will probably be a DLC for him at some point, or he'll be like this mystical kind of advisor figure. I'm not worried about it. I think it's going to be cool. For the Greenskin Horde here of, is his name. He's got Skarsnik, Night Goblins, and the rest of the army is going to be Big Boss, Orc Boys, all sorts of shit. Mainly just Orc Biggins and Chaff units. Biggins going to be a pretty ideal target for the catapults. Holy shit, the pump wagons! Oh my god, we got the... I forgot pump wagons were in the game. Oh my god, look at this. Snotling pump wagons into the sunset. We got 4 of those bad boys. We got some skirmishers, and that is it. Holy shit, pump wagons. Face my Memopulse, yeah, well, we'll see. He starts in the forest, but he can't camp in the forest. He's going to have to advance out, so hopefully he knows that. Ice Power is just going to, you know, maneuver his army, like, right here and start shooting him with catapults, so it's totally fine, but... You got schemes? Well, schemes are here. Yes, they are. There are some schemes. I don't think it's Skarsnik, though. I think... Was it Skarsnik? You. Yo, it is Skarsnik. Okay, schemes are here. Schemes are here. The screaming meme catapults. I can't believe we're... I forgot pump wagons were a thing. Talk about a unit that had a ton of hype, and it fell off, you know? Yeah, they definitely fell off. So the greenskin's going to be moving through here. The pump wagon's looking. Ice Power just going to be squaring up his army to the advancing orcs and just start bombarding them with catapults. Screaming Skull catapults, if memory serves, have a shit ton of ammo. Only 22 volleys? I could have sworn they had more than that, but... Nonetheless, should be able to rip some good shots. The pump wagon legion does advance to the trees, and we'll see what they do. Ice Power True to War doesn't really need to go anywhere. He could just sit and wait, which is exactly what you should do. I think if your opponent's in the forest with most of their army, I can't quite remember the wording in the rules, but you basically just like can sit and wait for them, which is totally fine. So, honestly, I would probably get some chariots too and just go and like start harassing these units on the wings and see what you can see in your opponent's army. First volleys go down, blasting into the goblins here. Some of them do hit this little orc effigy, this statue here. More shots going in, blasting into the goblins. They get nuked once again, but they'll be fine. That's their job, is to get blasted for Gork and or Mork. And the Greenskin Wa taking a very defensive position, but again, they're going to have to come out of the trees. And if they just end up sitting in there, I'll give them a warning and let them know they have to come out, as long as they keep advancing towards Ice Power's army. So the shots coming in, Orc Biggins taking casualties. That's exactly what the Tomb King's artillery wants to be accomplishing. The pump wagons, the Unholy Legion, there's 4 of them. Pretty heroic for sure. Getting ready to dive out there. Look at these things. Oh my god. The Snotlings are so funny. Like, look at them with their little mushrooms and just all crazy and shit. So what do they actually do? I mean, they have a huge charge bonus of 75. They do not have armor sundering. The spiky Rollas do have the armor sundering, which I guess could be okay against the forces of the Tomb Kings in some regard. But the Greenskins are squaring up their force. 1 unit of goblins is broken already. Catapults blasting in and honestly aren't being obstructed too heavily by the tree line. And we do get the Night Goblin RORs coming out of the trees here. But Ice Power is going to react pretty quickly to this. He might just run them over with the chariots. Ark in the Black is standing in front of the army, and the reason why he's doing this is to get the skeleton summons on the advancing horde to buffer against the charge a little bit. So we will see. All right, big shots going in. Casualties being taken on the ROR Night Goblins. Pretty cost effective for Ice Power. His ammunition's doing okay. Tomb Kings haven't figured out how to replenish ammunition despite their advanced age, but they try their best. And now the Wa advances out of the trees. So here they come. Ammunition being used onto the Orc Biggins, which is 100% the appropriate choice. If you can eliminate the Orc Biggins, you basically give your Tomb Scorpions and Chariots a lot of freedom to just rampage through these battle lines for sure. We will see. Skeleton Warrior summon in the front. Very good. Classic tactics. Skaven players do this. Tomb Kings players do this. Arkin also going to be dropping a Spirit Leech on Skarsnik, trying to wear him down a little bit. But the tricky Git going to be advancing up as the Goblin Big Boss in the front continues to juke the shots that he is taking from the Skeleton Archers. That's a lot of micro for here. He's definitely got a lot on his hands. The Skeleton Summon blocking, and now the Snotling Pump Wagons are going to be pushing in pretty aggressively. Are they just going to blitz the front line? It looks like they're going pretty ham-bone for it. I mean, Ice Power's build doesn't have too much mass. I mean, okay, it does have some horsemen, which should be able to do the trick. So Ere We Go is active. Look at the Snotling Pump Wagon Ere We Go combo. He needs to use them, though. Here they come, charging into what appears to be the Skeleton Chariots. Yeah, man, he needs to just get them engaged. Like, there's so much like time they're just not fighting right now. Honestly, I would just pump all over the face of some infantry in the front and just try and play it safe, because the Nehekar Horsemen will kill them. That's the thing. So the dreaded Pump Wagon Blob just fighting Skeleton Warriors here, but now being swarmed by Ice Power Total War pretty aggressively. This is a very, very tricky fight. Spider to the Bad Moon giving the Pump Wagons anti-large. Okay, I'm inspired by this Pump Wagon play. Win or lose, it's a very, very interesting. So a lot of bombardments going down. Skarsnik is over here. The Pump Wagons did actually do some damage against the Tomb Scorpion, which is pretty hilarious with their anti-large bonus. And the Forest Goblin Spider Riders charging onto the Skeleton Archers in the back are able to shut down one unit. The other one is pretty functional, though. The Greenskins definitely have the tools to get into the back line and shut them down. But right now, Ice Power is certainly getting the big win here, as pretty much the entire Pump Wagon Legion, which isn't cheap, Flappas cost quite a bit of money, are just being absolutely dunked on. And Fermented Fungi and Ark in the Black, but he's too healthy, so it's not going to do enough. And it looks like Ice Power Total War here is probably just going to take this game. A really, really epic effort here by the Greenskins. It was pretty goddamn hilarious seeing the Pump Wagons. And they could have been used a little bit more carefully, like just to work in the front, because they just overextended into like the focal point of Ice Power's, main army, which was more or less a disaster here. So Goblin Big Boss running for the hills. Skarsnik, the Warlord of 8 Peaks, going to be piling in maybe. We're not sure. Looks like he's chasing down Setra, which is pretty hilarious. Look at this. Just like some Benny Hill shit in the backfield. And the catapults, yeah, the catapults are good. They're not a meme in this matchup. Catapults are actually picked here because they do have a discouraging effect. So they can break greenskin formations. They can get rid of frenzy. Lots of good stuff. So Skarsnik still on the chase here. Well, this game is over. There's no way he can come back at this point. He's taking too many casualties. Skarsnik is still the hero of his people. But in the end, he's going to be rode down by chariots, and the Ushabti should be able to finish him off. So good night, sweet princess. I love that tactic, though, the haggard pump wagons. I kind of want to experiment with pump wagons a little bit and see if they're any good. Nobody uses them, man. They're just so weird. Such a weird unit. I think pump wagons still are pretty viable against dwarves. Definitely. Arc in the Black here, continuing to battle these pump wagons here, who do have the Spite of the Bad Moon once again. The anti-large pump wagon meta is upon us. It is. Yeah, some big brain plays. It keeps giving me notifications as if people are typing things. Maybe a little bit of a bug there. Army losses in a matter of seconds. Orc Shaman back there finished off by the chariots. He's on foot. The Greenskin army rallying some biggins. But Ice Power is going to be claiming victory there and will be carrying on in today's King of the Hill. So GG, well played. So Ice Power is up to 2 wins in today's King of the Hill. If Ice Power does win his next match, he will be the King of the Hill, and then we'll be moving on to our FFAs. A little bit of a shorter stream today, simply because I have a doctor's appointment. Got to run too. They got to check on my hand surgery, make sure that everything was going good with the recovery. And yeah, man, the dreaded pump wagons. I mean, some of them got some value. It wasn't the worst thing in the world. They just, went into a far stronger Tomb King source. All right. So let us go back here. And who will be the last challenge? Who will it be? Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. What will Ice Power face here in the final duel of fates to decide the fate of the stream? I'm gonna play with some pump wagons now. I'm gonna try it. Like, yeah, mixing pump wagons with like biggins is kind of a cool idea. Like, let's say you're playing Warriors of Chaos, or Greenskins already beat them. What would be an issue? Okay, maybe pump wagons against dwarves with like, I don't know if it's Thunder's enough armor. Maybe dwarf warriors would get crumped down. It's kind of a cool idea. They do have like a weird like center of gravity type thing. Like they're low and hard to hit with like guns. There's a lot of interesting ideas about that. So we'll see if the lobby's bugged or if people are going to be able to join here. What will we get? The key to what if I would love to see Kairos tell himself the key to defeating CATHAY is to build walls in Norska. Norskins don't get walls, dude. They just have to struggle. All right. Nobody's joining yet. Lobby may be bugged. Lobby may be bugged. Let's give it another minute before we remake. Seems okay. Maybe if I open some more, well, opening more slots lead to some problems. Because usually people join pretty quick, so we'll see. It's not letting you join? Okay. Yeah. It's bugged. It'll remake. Okay, lobby appears to be bugged, so just give me a second. Let me remake it real quick. All right, one moment, my friends. Okay. So one moment, my friends, just remaking here. Just got to find Ice Power to get in there first. So I'll give you guys, I changed the password. I'll give you the new one once I get Ice Power in, just so we don't accidentally get people taking a spot. All right. Cool. We need to get Reg, step back. Yoshi was first. You guys figured out the password. You need to get Ice in here first. Hold on. Hold up. Come on, Ice Power, join. You have the password. All right, let's see who it is. Big Yoshi knows. Yeah, he's clever. They figured out the password before. Let me go ahead and invite him again. All right. So the password is 12345, but it won't matter. Oh, that's from a different tournament. Hold on. Yes. There we go. So Ice, if you win this, you win stream, and we then go FFA. All right, very good. So if Ice Power wins this, he will take the lead in today's King of the Hill, and he will be the victor. We will do, what map do we want to do? Galbraz. I don't think we've done Galbraz yet. We'll do that one. Against Big Yoshi, which I believe is Flying Taco. Let's go ahead and double check this. Yes, Big Yoshi is Flying Taco, another ECL champion. He has, of course, won, I can't remember which ECL season. Let's go to the ECL Hall of Fame real quick and see who are the winners. So the ECL Hall of Fame, Season 1 was Falcon, Season 2 was Zyphos, Season 3 was Falcon, Season 4 was Falcon, and Season 5 was Flying Taco. So the Flying Taco won our previous season. This season, Falcon has made it to the grand finals. I don't think Flying Taco played much this season, nor did Zyphos. So Falcon is, I think, the only defending champion who's come back. In terms of faction wars, we've, of course, had many different folks win. Yeah, pretty wild stuff. Yeah, in our Discord, we have a whole Hall of Fame section for like our different leagues that we run, so you can see like the champions and who's won all the major tournaments that I run or am a part of. Yeah. Hey, but Chatron, don't worry, man. We're gonna have an FFA, so you know you'll have a good chance here. And Chatron, for future reference, I will be going back to doing King of the Hills with a list where people sign up beforehand, so it'll give people a better chance who struggle to join the lobbies. I will get back to doing that, so don't worry. Yes. But hopefully we'll be able to get you into the FFAs. We're gonna do 2 FFAs at the end of the stream. Ice. All right. So Ice Power will pick 3, ban 1. He's going to go Dark Elves, Chaos, Tomb Kings, banning Vampire Counts. And the Flying Taco will probably go... I know the Flying Taco is a Lizardman, so I would expect to see him. He's got Yoshi as his picture here, so certainly repping the lizard people. Rusta, you're taking the next ECL. Hey, man, I love it. I love the confidence. Yeah. Yeah, I love the confidence there. We're after we finish ECL Season 6, which will be in the next 2 weeks at some point, we are going to... we're going to have another faction war after that, and then we will have a Swiss League, which will take place and probably run for like 6 to 8 weeks. Like an 8-week Swiss League, yeah. So, looks like lizards for the Taco. Flying Taco's got some cool lizard builds. He's a Nakai man himself. He loves Nakai. Poor Nakai, he's just like a shithouse version of Torox, you know. What a bummer, you know. Could have been so cool. So all Lizardmen ban Chaos. So it's Lizardmen versus Tomb Kings or Dark Elves. Interesting. I would maybe see a Tomb Kings pick here from Ice Power. It used to be a Tomb Kings favored matchup, but I think a lot of Lizard players figured it out. And also they have some new tools. So yeah, we're going to have another Swiss League. Yeah, I'll probably run signups for the Swiss League anyways. So basically how the Swiss League will work is it's one game. You have to play one best of 5 a week. And it runs over the course of 8 weeks. And I'm going to be much more strict this time around on people not getting their games in, though. Like, if they miss a week, I might just remove them. Because last time I was very, very, like, chill about it. And it led to, like, a lot of people not getting their games. And it was just, like, so troll. So, like, one game in, like, a week, you have to schedule one best of 5. So, yeah, the voice acting has been really good. Like, the Kislev voice acting was awesome. And, like, in this trailer, too, like, the Supreme Matriarch, like, she was awesome, too. Like, it was really good. Yeah. I mean, but the voice acting's been pretty good. I mean, Franz's voice was awesome, too. Like, in the Karl Franz trailer. And Thorgrim's voice was, like, perfect. Stephen Whittle, thank you for becoming a member. Greatly appreciate that. Welcome to the Dukes of Haggard. Yes. The Dukes of Haggard are growing in numbers. You better watch out. Soon they'll overwhelm the world with Chuck Norris roundhouse kicks. It's going to be Dark Elves versus both players on their main factions. So Taco on the Lizards and Ice Power Total War on the Dark Elves. Yeah. I haven't seen Shang-Chi yet. I'll see that when Anna gets back here. We'll probably go see Shang-Chi. Catch up. You know, we follow all the Marvel business, but I think we have to watch the Loki show first, right? I think there's like some lore that ties in. I love the Sentinels. When the city Sentinels activate, that was such a badass scene. Oh, it was so cool. Eldrin of the Mist, thank you for the $5. I just had an idea for a 2v2 cat army themed High Elf White Lion themed army with Tomb Kings ranged in Sphinxes. Dude, you totally could. And speaking of Eldrin of the Mist, on Friday, I'm hosting a 2v2 tournament. It's the Alliances tournament where you have to put in a preset list 2v2. So, although Tomb Kings are on the Undead Alliance, but you could still do a cat army. You could do like double High Elves and just go full cats if you wanted to. Unleash the house cats. Oh my god, that'd be so funny. Yeah, the voice acting has been pretty good. Yeah, it's been pretty awesome. So yeah, Friday we have the Grand Alliances tournament, which is going to be fun. The 2v2 league. Not league, but the 2v2 tournament. Let's see how many teams we have signed up for that right now. Checking that out here. Okay, so we got 7 teams signed up for the tournament, which is pretty good considering we still have a couple days before it goes. We have Apes Together Strong, the Faded Duo, the Emerald City Bulldogs, Master Corner Campers, the Germans are back. We have the Sussy Bakas and Norse Boys OP. Those are all the teams that we have signed up for the 2v2 tournament. Now, I changed the rules for the 2v2 tournament a little bit. We have a new alliance, which is the Great Wa and Friends, which is basically you can only play greenskins in that alliance, so 2 greenskin players, but they are allowed to bring Ogre Kingdom's units. So the Greenskin Alliance can play 2 greenskin players, but they get access to Mournfang Cavalry, Man-Eaters, Man-Eater Great Weapons, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty damn cool, for sure. Pretty damn cool. So, here we go. I actually have a really good Lithanar replay coming up soon. Yeah, it was against Hadries. We had a really fun game. Yes. Skarsnik, yeah, Skarsnik, cool. Hopefully make an appearance in the 2v2. I really hope somebody plays that alliance. I hope somebody plays the Great Wa and Friends, yeah. Like, Mournfang Cavalry would be so cool to see, like, and mixing in Ogre Infantry with the Greenskins is pretty cool, yeah. Gonna be pretty meaty. Alright, so for the Forces of Ice Power Total War, we have Corsair Infantry, which actually trades surprisingly well against Lizard Infantry. Corsair Handbows in the back, we got double Reaper Bolt Throwers, while a big battle line of Dread Spears lurks in the shadows. Sorceress of Beasts with Manticore Summon. And it is going to be Lokir Fellheart. Oh my god. Ice Power, what are you doing? Dude, check this out. Oh, Anakin, I am too weak. We have Lokir Footheart here. Now, looking at Flying Taco's force, we do have the Chameleon Stalkers. Very good against Elves in general. We have a Coatl, which is going to be hiding an Ancient Stegodon Engine of the Gods and Mazda Mundi, who obviously is going to be netting and using Engine of the Gods. God, Flying Taco is like not only a top tier player, but he also just brings excellent memes and makes them work. This is just so good. It's so good and tasty. I love it. I love it. Yeah, we're going to have some fun streams on Thursday. I think we're going to have a best of 7 champions duel between Jay Phoenix and Zyphos. Friday is going to be the champions or Grand Alliances tournament. And then on tomorrow, which is Wednesday, we're going to have the old chess tournament. So yeah, we got a lot of good stuff. How's it going, Willow? What happens when you give greenskin players access to Ogre Kingdoms in a 2v2? You get 10 Spider Riders. That's probably a little bit closer to the truth. Yeah, absolutely. But I actually think that could be very formidable because the Ogre basic infantry are very cost effective for 550. And when you give them access to the Wa, so they're going to be getting buffed by the Wa, like, and Mournfang Cavalry with Wa too is really scary, and like Bonewood Staff. Yeah, there's going to be some cool combos. So, Reaper Bolt Throwers in Spray Fire mode, shooting into God knows what here in the distance. A little bit hard to tell. I think they were shooting at some of the skirmishers or something. Maybe going after the Arwar cohort of Sotek. That is certainly a good target. You got to take those guys out. They're very sticky and difficult to deal with. The precursor ammo from the Chameleon Stalkers being used here on the Blackheart Corsairs. Does a little bit of damage, but the reason why you go Corsairs is because their armor is actually quite effective against the explosive damage. Now, you still can't see this. The Coatl is hiding the main meat of this army, which I just love so much. And now Flying Taco is going to be advancing up. I'm curious what he'll net. You know, honestly, you could wait to net down Cole. Oh, Dread Knights. Oh my god, Ice Power has double Dread Knights in the back. Holy shit. Holy shit. So those Cold One Dread Knights could 100% get caught in a net and just blasted by Engine of the Gods. Depends on how, you know, aggressive Ice Power is with them. I would imagine he's going to want to use them in the front, right? Otherwise, you know, what are they going to do? Just sit around and mouth breathe? Well, we'll see. Bolt thrower fire shooting in. Spray fire still going into the Chameleon Stalkers. Now it is all known. Here comes the clever girls charging into the front. Get some okay armor piercing damage, but a little bit of a sacrifice there. Will the Quaddle be using an AoE spell? It's hard to tell. Oh, the net. Oh, and the engine. Oh, Flying Taco misses it. Damn. A little bit off there on it. It needs to be more down the pipe. And it still goes off and will do some good damage, but it wasn't quite what we were looking for. Like, that should normally just delete a unit, but it took a weird angle and missed that entire side. So a small blunder, but not one that's going to cost the Flying Taco the game by any stretch. He gets a really good banishment over here, actually. Banishment coming down from the salon. He's able to tickle these Elven forces. And the Chameleon Stalkers in the front going to be running away. Don't need to take fights versus Corsairs. Not at all. That Banishment's still going pretty ape. And the Quaddle now leaping into combat. I think if you had waited for the Dread Knights to maybe, you know, pop in there. Yeah, look at the Quaddle terror route. Very, very strong. And it's Core Summon being used by Ice Power Total War to go after the Engine of the Gods here in the backfield. Won't do a ton of damage, but it does occupy its attention. And it looks like the Quaddle is taking a fair amount of firepower. Definitely needs to get away. It doesn't rampage, which is nice, but it still, of course, only has 70 armor. So not the tankiest thing in the world, but here comes the cohort of Sotek. Flying Taco surging in with his Chameleon Stalkers, and the secondary battle lines are being drawn here as the Dread Knights do advance through, and that really will help melt. Is there another one? Oh, what is this? Oh, okay, so he nets, and the Quaddle is going to be dropping some magic there. Check that out. Uran and Thunderbolt and Ruination of Cities. Oh, man. Multiple combos with Mazda Money's nets, using all the bound abilities that he gets here from the Ancient Stegodon, as well as Ye Old Quaddle. Pretty goddamn cool shit, man. Pretty cool for sure. So Clever Girls charging in, getting some nice hammering damage. The Ancient Stegodon has gotten into the battle lines, and the Lizards are kind of pulling ahead here in this match. Kind of pulling ahead a little bit. You can see, not Wood Elves, excuse me, the Lizardmen. The Banishments and of course, the Ruination of Cities and the bound abilities from the Quaddle have been doing really good damage. And also, you have to remember that Ice Power is memeing with Lokir Felheart. And Lokir Felheart on foot is just dog shit in this matchup, in my opinion. Unless Ice Power has some epic trap I don't know of. But in my experience, I don't see him being much of a powerhouse of a character. The Dread Knights in the back fighting against Stalkers, but also being attacked by the big Quaddle. The Quaddle should be able to blast them with some lightning, we'll see. With its weird-ass attack animations, which have been partially fixed. Yeah, that attack's pretty cool. Like the lightning one where it breathes lightning there, that's pretty badass looking. Ice Power on the retreat. Lokir Felheart, 100% going to get trampled by this Engine of the Gods. And it looks like there is a net going down in the Dread Spears. And another Engine of the Gods here should punish them. Although the net is here, but where's the Engine of the Gods ability? We haven't seen it yet. It would be very strange for Flying Taco to use a net, but not to follow up with something. There it is. Maybe he was zooming in to try and see where they were. Will they be able to get away? The net's coming, and here comes the Beam of Doom. Oh, let's get the close-up. Oh, God, Anakin. Oh, that's so brutal. And those Dread Spears got deleted from the game pretty bad. It wasn't like a KO outright, but certainly puts them in a losing position. Lokir Felheart battling the Toilet Seat Master. Mazda Mundi here is, dropping his cudgel on the head of Lokir Felheart, or conjuring magic to lift the cudgel for him, because he's a fat slob, and he's a little bit lazy there. But the Ancient Stegodon should be able to get over there and finish off Lokir. Lokir is very weak against such targets. Ice Power scrapping pretty hard, though. He's not giving up. He does have his Corsair handbows on the backfield, shooting into the Quaddle, which has been getting Apotheosis heals. The dreaded Dread Knights trying their best, but being trapped and blocked up by the cohort of Sotek. Certainly not a winning situation for them. And I think it's only a matter of time before army losses. I think when Lokir gets a little bit more damage, the dreaded Duelist is trying. But, I mean, dueling a giant monster is not going to be great for you. It's going to be a little bit of a tricky one. This is probably one of my favorite Lizard builds I've seen in quite some time. The fact that we're getting like all these bound abilities and nets and Engine of the Gods, it's so cool, man. Such a neat build. Ruination of Cities going down, and here Clever Girls do charge into the Dread Knights. Obviously, Dread Knights will win that in a vacuum, but with the amount of Clever Girls here, they might be able to pull out some sort of a fight here and do well. Lokir is shattered, being absolutely dominated by that Ancient Stegodon, and now the Sorceress of Beasts arrives in to seek a similar fate and will be rode down. And Flying Taco will be the Kingslayer today. So we had a three-way tie between Subutai, Zyphos, and Flying Taco. And not Flying Taco, excuse me, and Ice Power. I'm sure Flying Taco could probably keep it going, but you know, I'm a little bit limited on time today. But that was a great one to potentially end it on. Yeah, amazing value on the Stegodon there. Lokir just terrible. GG, well played. So three-way tie today. Thank you, Taco, for the game. Taco, feel free to stay for FFA. We need to make room for some others. All right, cool. So the FFA, I got to remake. Taco, you can try and join if you'd like, because just, you know, I feel bad you only got the one game. Turin FFA, the password is going to be 1234. And I'm going to be playing in this, so come join. Come join the fun. I got to leave in like 30 minutes, so we'll try and get a couple in here. And the FFA is here. And the Desert Canyon is going to be the map. Get them in the FFA for a chance to settle it, yeah. I want to give some other people a chance to play, though. You know, people who weren't able to get into the King of the Hill. All right. So let's go with some Mustache. Let's go for some Sigmar. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. And let's get the dreaded Wookiee to block. And yeah, I don't need to block too much. D Willow, a working Quaddle build. I know. Isn't that crazy? Flying Taco is so good at Lizardmen. It's so fun to watch. Puggington, no. Well, there's going to be one more FFA after this. We'll do 2, so you'll have a chance. Taco, hopefully you can get into the next battle here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so hopefully we can get you in the next match, Taco. I know, it fills up so quick. Sorry, guys. I wish we could get everyone in. You know, when Age of Empires comes out, Age of Empires 4, and we're doing streams, we're going to be able to get all of you guys in. We could just do like a big 12-player FFA. It's going to be great. I know, I'm sorry. I feel terrible, guys. Come on, don't make me feel bad. What can I do? You know? Okay, guys, here's the thing. If you were trying to get into today's King of the Hill, and you didn't, you were trying the whole time, shoot me a message on Discord, and next time, I'll put you on the front of the list for the next King of the Hill that I do. I'll even check with you for your schedules. Just shoot me a message. All right. So, how do we want to play this? Hey, the Empire's not weak, bro. Come on. Give it some love. Give it some love here. Volkmar the Grim. He's a fun choice. We have a lot of fun choices here. What do we got? Skaven, Chaos. Oof, a lot of scary beasties. How do we want to fight this? Hey, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching the stream at least. I got some joy out of it. Oh, I gotta put on unit cap so people don't just bring like a million of one unit. I was like buggy there. Do you guys see that? Oh, builds. Okay, that looks good to me. Let's get you going. For the Lord, we can go ahead and get... I think Franzito could be fun this game. He could definitely be fun. Wish the Jade Wizard could like fly an eagle or something. That'd be so nice. Hey, thank you, Ivan, for the donation. Grudges need to be settled. Yeah, poor Lokir Fellheart, just getting owned. Yeah, he's a little bit of a rough one. Okay, that looks good to me. So what do we got? Skaven. We got some Chaos. Probably gonna have some Chaos Knights, I would imagine. Okay, let's do that. Do this. And you guys. Cool. I like this army. This is a fun army. We can't like just annihilate anyone, but we can definitely be mobile and do some business. Although there's some other Empire builds I kind of want to mess with. This is like the build I'm bringing now is like kind of a cutthroat Empire build. It's just like cheesy and trying to win FFA like super try hard. So I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna do something fun. Well, I mean, that's the whole point of FFA, right? Is to have some fun here. So let's switch it up, guys. I'm sorry. I almost just went full neckbeard try hard on you. Which that's not what FFA is for. Okay, so let's do that. That's the way I like it. All right, that looks fine. I almost summoned the inner neckbeard. But not this day, I say, not this day. Okay, so let's go ahead and get you. Oh man, it's so expensive. Everything's so expensive. How can I get all this? Do we have a wizard? Oh shit, I need to get a wizard. Hold on. All right, that looks fine. Cut that. Put him on a horse. He's on a horse. We're fine. Got 5 of those. God, this build is just going to be so hard to protect. Yeah, sorry I had to end early today, guys. I have a doctor's appointment I have to go to. Yeah. Can we just get some of you? Man. Okay, it's got you. Need to get rid of one more ability to afford all this. That's fine. Reload skill is fine, and we can cut that. All right, this is more fun. I'm probably have a very small chance of winning here, but I think it's better. Yeah, Thoric Mass Slayers is scary. Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, neckbeard tryhard. Look, I've spent most of my life neckbeard tryharding in like RTS games, so when I get to my FFAs, I like to just kind of mess around a little bit. Yeah. Do I have a neckbeard right now? Not really. No, it's not too bad. Yeah. I know. I could get on pretty bad. This build is probably going to be a disaster. It depends on who's close to me, and like if they all Vanguard on me, like usually is the case, I could just die instantly. Yeah. But if it's like a normal and they like aren't all jumping me, then I could get it. Thoric's pretty good with Slayers and multiplayer. Yeah, Rune of Doom on his anvil really makes him like chopping machines. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Turin FFA password is 1234. I think for future streams, I'll put the password up on the screen, like have an animation or something. No, you don't have to be a member to join. Anyone can join. Yeah. All right. Very cool. So let's get rid of the scorecard up at the top. Unblock the Wookiee, he's arising from the deeps, with crooked sails and incredible tails. Here we go, baby. You guys ready for the Huntsman General double Hellblaster volley gun Luminarch build? With as many state troops as we could afford after that to try and defend our battle lines, with 4 handgunners as well. So we got Chaos across from us, which is good. Dwarves over here. I just have to hope I don't get Vanguarded on. That's like it. If I do, I probably just die, honestly, because I don't have the reactionary tools to actually hold here. Although, where can people Vanguard on this map? Can't they like Vanguard right? No, I think over here I'm kind of safe. Like back here, who has Vanguard in my area? Does he? Okay, yeah, I'm just exploring the Vanguard zone. So back here and here they have some. See, like they can Vanguard right behind me, dude. This is so bad. This is like, this map sucks for this. I mean, I guess the open field is nice. So let's just like do this. I know like there was a desync in the game exiting. No, what is this shit? I've never had that. No. Okay, it doesn't seem to be a problem. Seems okay still. Weird. Okay. Yeah, seems like everybody's still in the game, so I've never seen that before. Hellblaster volley guns need to get on a hill. So let's set up our formation now. We can put a spear unit back here instead. And the Sigmar Sons can come up and lead the front line assault. Seems fine. That was weird. It like said desync, but then it didn't actually like close the game. I don't know. Handguns form ranks. Form ranks, maggots. Let's see what they can do. Yeah, it's a classic quote from Lord of the Rings when the orc is like yelling at the guy. All right, so Hellstorms don't need to be there. You are chilling with those. Let's get you in group 2. Luminarch in 3. Let's go ahead and get some spears over here and some spears back here. Excellent. It's trying to save me from getting destroyed. Probably an accurate tale here. All right, ready. It's just ready up here. Yeah, let's see what happens. Okay. We have the reload ability. I mean, I'm glad Chaos is in front of us. I hope the dwarves don't do like a dreaded mass Vanguard on me. That would be really rough. Although, I think if somebody Vanguards back here, I might be able to just turn and shoot them down pretty quick. The Skaven definitely will probably mass Vanguard me. I have a feeling that he wants it. His name is Predator, after all. I mean, look, this could be a disaster. I could die instantly, or I could just own someone. That's like what this kind of build is. Yeah. All right. The Sons of Sigmar stand ready. The Luminarch, if I can get one Lord Snipe with the Luminarch, I'll be a happy man. Yeah, so reload skill, fire damage. We didn't bring the whole Kindle Flame combo. I'd rather have nets, I think. Yeah, artillery could be... See here and here. Yeah, stay out of range of the dwarves. That's a good call, I think. Alright, so the Hellblasters will instantly start opening up. And the main army, oh, forgot to group them, will actually scoot up. Doesn't look like there's any Vanguard behind me, which is like super nice. Yeah, shots are going in. Oh, the Luminarch is shooting too. Let's get an Archaon here. It's pretty cool. Okay, so we need to keep you by the business here. Archaon's charging in with his guard here. Need to move in. We're a little bit obstructed. We can net them down, hopefully, and get some shots. So shoot into the Swords of Chaos here. Form ranks, form ranks. Get the spears moving up, and we can drop a net on them here in a second. Net down the Lord of the End Times, and let's go ahead and shoot him with some guns if we can. And the Luminarch, unfortunately, is obstructed. Yeah, we're a little bit obstructed here, so let's move over this way. Took a lot of overcast damage there, though, geez. Alright, let's move there. Dodge here if we can. And the guns are upon us. Yeah, this map is giving me some serious line of sight issues. Man, look at the artillery just marching after our opponent. I hate this shit. Oh, God. Alright, so we need to move back. We're probably going to die now because of that. We will probably be in some big trouble. Oh, my God. That burning head just took the best angle, too. We're in huge, huge trouble. Huge trouble. Alright, so, yeah, we'll just keep kind of shooting downtown. We missed Archaon, which is lovely. Let's go ahead and get the handgunner shooting over here. Let the state troopers kind of absorb the fighting. Pull back here. Get these handguns set up there to shoot at whatever. Pull you back and get the spheres defending. We're literally having to run with our shit, which is so bad. Okay, so just keep blasting him. Let's go ahead and net him down if we can. So we'll net him down. We'll shoot. Pull the spears back. See what kind of firepower we can get. Shoot into some of the hounds there. Do this, and fight and fight. And the cavalry have gotten back there pretty aggressively, but we just can't seem to, like, line of sight on this map. We're having some big problems with that. The Luminarch might be able to hit something. We'll see. Oh, my God. This is just a disaster. Pull the guns back. Just the Hellblaster volley guns just can't hit anything. It's so weird. All right, so let's go ahead and net here if we can. Dodge with these guns. Did we hit Archie? We did hit Archaon, which is cool. So at least we're getting some value. You know. Flagellants move in to fight the Chaos Warriors. We got the Hounds in the backfield. The Hellblaster volley guns should be shooting here. I don't know if they are. Let's go ahead and pop the reload skill and also throw the flask on them. We nailed Archaon again, which is cute. I mean, we might be able to kill Archie, which then gives us a fighting chance. Let's go ahead and advance up on the Hounds. Pull back here. The Hellblaster volley guns, we're able to get some damage in. Let's go ahead and get you blasting here. These guns can shoot Archie, and we need to just get this back. We probably send in some guns to fight. He pulls Archie back, which is good. All right, so the caster, we retreat. Flagellants doing their thing here. We broke the Swords of Chaos too. I mean, we are actually somehow doing okay here, which is just mind-boggling to me, considering how much of a disaster line of sight has been on this map. Let's pull our forces back, just like reform ranks. Try and Luminarch him. And let's do this. Have you guys shoot here. We don't have a net off cooldown at the moment, but we should be able to potentially punish this guy. Let's juke. You keep shooting, pull you back. Hellblaster volley guns back, so let's see if we can hit the mirror guard. Or honestly, let's just let the Hellblasters like retreat and see if we can maybe get some shooting going. All right, so what do we want to hit? Archaon's in the danger zone here, but we're so line of sighted, we can't really hit much here. See if we could just drop a net on you. Yeah, that should do the trick. And then the handguns can maybe blast them, and then maybe we can get them with that too. Let's pull back, pull this back. Keep going. We got some rats ambushing us, which is, oh, it's the dreaded 13 spell, so they'll disappear in time. Can we shoot this thing, please? Come on. Come on. Shoot him. He's standing there. God, Luminarchs are just such buggy pieces of shit. Jesus, I'm gonna have to use another net here to get this guy. Okay, that should KO him. If that misses at that range, I'm just gonna be so sad. All right, that was good. We nailed that Exalted Hero. We can oil flask him as well. Looks like Chaos is trying to come through here, so let's like blast if we can. Get the Flagellants over here to intercept. Set you up. blasting those horsemen, and we were able to get that unit down. So let's just fall back into our like little corner here and just see if we could hold. Hounds might be able to get in. We'll see. Shoot those Marauder horsemen. You shoot there. Maybe we were able to hit Archeon there. It's going to be hard to tell. We have a Grey Seer too. We can actually start shooting that Grey Seer guy. And do we have the reload skill? We'll just pop it on himself for now, which I guess is fine. Let's go ahead and blast this Skaven character over here. He's a little bit more vulnerable. The Skaven Horde is coming in. We're getting good points, actually. Yeah. Jezzail's going after Macaster, which we can hide in the corner of the map. We did Luminarch his lord. The Grey Seer just got Luminarched in the face, and we should have gotten some nasty, nasty points for that. The problem is oh my god. Oh, the Dwarf player disconnected. That's what it was. Oh, that's why this battle's going so badly. Yeah. Our Dwarf player DC'd. That's why it's basically like this weird, weird battle. Oh, okay. I was too focused on my own survival. Here, let's see if we can get the Skaven again. Oh! Oh, we missed. Okay, pull back, pull back, pull back. Let's go ahead and, like, Hellblaster into them here. To the Jezzails. Looks like a Dread 13 spell, I think. Yeah, it is. Ooh, that's going to be a tough one to stop. Snipe there. Flagellants just kind of keep holding. Handgunners can position over here. The Luminarch once again. I don't know what kind of range we can draw. Yeah, I mean, I think we win it, though, on points, as long as Chaos doesn't outlast us. Maybe we need to, like, get over there and go after some Chaos, huh? We're going to try and snipe the Skaven Lord right now. Okay, that... Oh, it always misses! Like, it looks like it hits, but then it just misses. Hellblaster volley guns. Just blast the advancing Skaven forces. We're going to have to send some troops up. Maybe throw the flask on you guys to slow you down a little bit, which is pretty hilarious. Here's Archie. Let's see if we can get a cheeky snipe on Archeon there. Yeah, let's get those troops back. The Flagellants are like the last defenders of the alliance here. I'm line of sighted on this stupid goddamn hill. Looks like now we're finally gonna shoot. Oh, thankfully Flagellants are unbreakable, so let's go ahead and nail these guys down. Ooh, we missed Archie. He's juking. He's juking, man. Skaven are definitely gonna be the last standing faction here. Come on. Has Luminarch, what kind of value has it gotten? It's gotten to 2,300, but yeah, it's just buggy and just weird, honestly. How are we doing with our... Okay, here we go. Oh! Oh! It's too easy to dodge. It's too easy to dodge. It should just... Yeah. It's a hard unit to balance, guys, because if it's too good, then it's just cheesy and just ends the games, but it's in this weird place where, like, you only can really punish, like, newer players with it. Okay, I think it's time to retreat. Like, Skaven... I'm doing pretty good on points. We got to keep milking the points out while we can. Huntsman General, he's probably done okay. What kind of value has he got? 1,800? Yeah, that's very respectable. But the Jezzails are punishing us super hard. Hellblaster volley crews are pretty much done for. Most of our faction is done for here. You know, I think if the Dwarf army had actually not disconnected, I think we could have maybe won that. Because we did well against Chaos, but then the Skaven came. Yeah. 3-way FFA. Classic stuff. So we're running with our wizard for now. We're going to go like creep around the shadows. Will he get enough points to catch us is the question. Because the Skaven will clearly win this. You know, clearly win this. Chaos doesn't have much of a chance. Archeon got Luminarched a couple times. Got to make sure the map is really flat before I do builds like that again. Okay, so now we can focus on this combat. Archeon versus Skaven. I did kill the Grey Seer with the... but he's got so much ammo. Teethbreakers, Globadiers... It depends if he gets enough points off Chaos. Otherwise, we win it, probably. I mean, what does he need to get to? He needs to get to like 9,000, the Skaven player, to basically have a chance here. I don't think Chaos has any chance of last man standing unless Predator here makes some big mistakes. I mean, the Luminarch did okay. It did okay. It paid for itself. So that's cute. The Skaven army just has far too much, though. Far too much stuff. Will he get enough points? The dwarf's going home. I know. It was so unfortunate. I didn't even notice. I was so focused on surviving the rush. Yeah, there goes the Chaos army. Archeon's, he's next. He's going to get Gatling down by these natty boobos here. Oh, God, this is going to be so close. It's going to be so goddamn close. I think Predator will get it. I mean, it depends on when Archeon breaks. So we just have the Marauder Horsemen. Oh, it's so close. Archeon, you need to break for me, buddy. Come on, don't give him points. Hold. Hold. Yeah, it's a shame. The Luminarch is such a cool unit. Just so buggy and weird. And like, if people run out of your zone of fire, it actually cancels the attack animation, so people can avoid it really easily. Yeah, I think Predators got this. I think the Skaven were able to come in. They had no opponent, so they could just come farm us, yeah. Archie is just negative 21 leadership. Close defeat. Oh, Anakin, I'm too weak. The Skaven claim victory in the 3-person FFA. The dwarves did the Thranduil turn away and go home scene. Yeah, they did. They left their men of the Empire. Good value on some of the stuff for sure. Yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would go. All right. New players up. Well played to our Chaos and Skaven champion. We got the Flying Taco. Of course, he earned his spot from that other game there. We'll see if he loads in. Gotta make room here. Looks like the lobby might be frozen again. Creative Assembly's just haggard-ass lobbies. Just can't handle this. Oh, it's so frustrating. Come on, guys. Like, shit. How hard is it to make a lobby in 2021, you know? Jesus, man. Just like, it's just a simple feature. Okay. So now it's open to anyone. I don't remember what the password is. It was 1234 or something. We got Loopy, Brittle Beliefs, and we got Hulk Hogan here. Buongiorno, he says. Okay. Let's go ahead and do something a little bit fun. Oh, your game crashed? Man, just unfortunate. Don't worry. Jadtron, I'll get you into the next King of the Hill, man. Just message me in Discord. Make sure you're in there so I can make note of it, yeah? Did you message me? I don't think you did yet. If you're not in the Discord, here it is. This is where I run like all my multiplayer events. Dude, I love pierogi, man. Slay everyone without a beard. Yeah, we'll go dwarves this time. We'll go dwarves. I got a fun build for you. Where is it? Yes, good. All right, looks fine. Cut this, cut this. Yes. That looks fine. Okay, let me get you. Cut this, get all these abilities down. No worries, man, no worries. That was a fun game. So we have High Elves, Empire, some Skaven, some rats. The classic rat pack is here. Uh-huh. Loving it, man. This is going to be a fun one. Very, very hyped for this. I wish Slayers had Vanguard. Battle tutorial. Sorry, I missed your donation. I was probably in the heat of trying to survive. Hey, man, I have a project you might be interested in. Best place to send details. I think I saw your message in Discord. Sorry, I get a lot of messages per day. I'll definitely get back to that. It's been busy. Thank you, man. You know what? That seems fine. Like, whatever. We're good. Ready. Hopefully nobody suspects my treachery here. Do you have any annoying flying monsters that we could be encountering? I suppose High Elves might be doing that, so you got to be ready for that. Yes, good. The Skaven are here. They are, dude. They are. The Skaven are ferocious people. How useful are Giant Slayers here, really? I guess against like heavy cavalry from High Elves, maybe monsters, a couple other things like that. Could have some reasonable usage. All right, let's get you guys and get a couple of these. Anyway, I can get some extra dough here. Oh yeah, we don't need all these abilities. Good, good. Last minute check for items. We don't need that. It's kind of cute. We can get that. All right, let's fire this bad boy up. You guys think the Royal Dowie Air Force is coming? Is that your prediction? The Royal Dowie Air Force is quite formidable in FFA, especially if people aren't prepared for it. I am very excited for CATHAY. Very excited, Dimitri. Yeah. Their trailer was so cool. It was so cool. Yeah, I'll probably avoid the Skaven, honestly. Mostly. Like, just go after Tomb Kings or High Elves or something. Although, there's a couple bad matchups for me here. High Elves are also not good. Loopy, fine-tuning his build. Come on, Loopy, you're the tournament. You gotta get that tournament army selection going. You're the last one to pick. Misha with the hammer. Oh, tutorial, no worries, man. You're fine. Yeah, so let's see what we can do here. Thanks again for joining today, guys. This will be the final thrust of the stream. And let me make note of upcoming King of the Hills. Yep, I see you there on there, Chatron. Yeah, I see you. Perfect. We'll get you in, brother. Don't you stress it. All right, here we go. The army blocker can be taken off. We're loading into the match right now. My favorite part of the CATHAY trailer was probably the Sentinels, like rising from the walls. Like the timing of that when they just like surge into the Tzeentch army. That was super cool too. Yeah, I don't know. The Earthbender was really cool too. Like the CATHAY mage who was like bending the earth. Oh, dude, Chrysalis, no worries, man. It happens to people, dude. Disconnects. I mean, like you can't. It happens to everyone. Yeah, CATHAY's gonna be fun. I'll probably do Kislev first though. Kislev is I just want to use Hussar cavalry and just ride things down. That's the jam. Hopefully by then cavalry will be in a good place too. A Streltsy campaign build would be cool too, like a campaign with like a ton of powder. Like that's what's really cool about Streltsy is they're like armored infantry too. So you could do like a Streltsy battle line with like a bunch of Kislevite cavalry and just like advance up with the guns and then countercharge with the cavalry when they get close. Yeah, we have Gotrek. Yeah, we do have Gotrek. Yeah. So I brought Slayers, who are going to be backed up as well by miners with blasting charges, and we have Gotrek. It wouldn't be a Slayer build without him. Got the Giant Slayers. Blasting charges, stand ready. Who do we have to fight? So this is the High Elves here. This is the Skaven, and like there's not too many great engagements for us. So let's go ahead and just set you guys like so. I think we'll do this. Move you here. Thoric is on the anvil because the anvil gives the big melee attack buff. Oh, why is that not grouping properly? Cool. All right. I think we're ready. Let's start the battle. I think the balloons will be good. I mean, look, deck droppers are good, gyrocopters are good. The balloons will be good situationally. Absolutely. Yeah. So we're going to get in there and just give the dirty, or try and give the dirty to the High Elves here. Probably not going to go well. High Elves are very good against dwarves, but the thing is like he didn't build against dwarves. You know, it's not like a 1v1, so I might have a better chance here. Unless Loopy is stream sniping me and just ambushing me with Skaven here. Yeah, that would be very unfortunate. So don't do that, Loopy. Don't be that guy. All right. Maybe we just deploy a little bit more cautiously then. If that's the case. Good luck, have fun. All right. Let's see what they got. The dreaded Loopy is here. My army is definitely a little bit brittle. Not the tankiest of folk. Not much armor. Even oh my god, what are these? Oh wow, okay. That I literally just cannot fight that army. It's mass Reaver archers. Jesus. Well, you know what? Looks like we're fighting Skaven. Look, this is like such a troll army. It's mass Reaver cab with like SCMs. Oh shit, dude. I mean, I could fend them off with blasting charges. That's pretty much it. But Skaven are like our only choice to fight here. They're clearly going Eshin, which is good for us. So we just need to like make sure the Reaver archers don't free shoot at our Slayers. Yeah, I don't know where they are right now. Thoric is coming. We do have Runes of Wrath and Ruin to fight back. The range isn't super far, but yeah, like it's fine. If we just like screen with the blasting charges, like they won't be able to get to our Slayers. Oh, what is this? We're coming for you, you stinky little rats. All right, let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh, hunt them down, Slayers. Okay, do we have the Rune of Slowness? Did I bring it, or am I a noob? Ah, they're a little out of range. Oh, hey, look at this. Death Runners. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's just anarchy back here, guys. It's anarchy. Holy shit, they're everywhere. Let's go, let's go. Fight them, fight them. Thoric needs the buff. They're trying to get away. Hunt them down, hunt them down. Go, 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 go. Get them. Rune of Slowness. No escape. Get those rats. Gotrek, get in there. And we need to, yeah. The Giant Slayer should be able to do the trick. Death Runners will trade pretty well, but I think we have enough numbers here where it doesn't matter. Oh my god, the Elves are attacking me too. God. Send some Giant Slayers over there to see if they can help. Rune of Doom, now's not the time to use it. That's for sure. We got one Death Runner, which is cool. We don't want to let them just skirmish on us here. Let's pop this. Get you. And let's go ahead and pop the Rune of Attack. Ambush, ambush. Get you in there fighting. And Thoric can now pop the Rune of Doom. We need to just run these rats off the map. This is going to be a bloody fight. Like, both of us are going to take some mad casualties. Plus, the High Elves are kind of trolling me here, so... yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate here. All right, let's get the blasting charges and blasting charges on the Death Runners. Giant Slayers pull back. We got several of them off the map, which is great. Our Slayers have done pretty well against the Victorin squad. More Slayers into the Death Runners here. All right, yeah, so far so good. The Runesmith fighting the good fight. Blasting charges coming in will do some devastating damage for sure. Let's keep working on these guys. See if we can break them. We are up on points right now. So Rune of Wrath and Ruin, we could drop it like right in the middle of that formation. Let's see what kind of damage it does against those guys actually. Gotrek moving. That was cute. Probably wasn't worth it, to be honest. All right, move in. Go, go, go. Slayers, move over there. We need to surround them. You guys come in from the top. Blasting charges, miners. You could just keep fighting there. All right, big boys in the house. We can start beating on Deathmaster, I think. So let's get all of our characters and go after Deathmaster. And just surround them with a bunch of angry, naked Slayers. The dreaded, naked, angry Dwarven blob. Let's go ahead and drop a Rune of Wrath and Rune on these guys. And Thoric is not doing too hot. Gotrek needs to get in there and do something. Drop the runes. Make them runes glow, baby. I'm so being swarmed. Oh god, we can't hit him. Come on, Gotrek, get in there. Runesmith, you guys got it. Dude, my army is just bare bones right now, dude. It's like nothing left. Okay, now we're hitting him. Because now the Skaven, I think 1v1 we would have been okay against Skaven, but with the High Elves ganking us in the back, and the Tomb King's nowhere to be seen, it's a little bit problematic. Okay, the Assassin is running. We're being attacked now. Thoric is still alive. We still have some Slayers fighting here, but not too many. There's like cavalry all over us now. That'll give us a lot of points though, which is good. So Deathmaster ran. We got the other Assassin down with Gotrek and our characters. We got runes coming up in a couple seconds. That's not going to really do much against us. It's fine. And who is that? Is that Tyrion? Tyrion better watch out. We have some good fighting characters here. Rune of Doom! Pop it! And let's get the Rune of Attack going as well. That'll give us some nice melee attack in this blob. Gotrek should beat down that Tyrion pretty good. With all the Runes of Attack and different support buffs we have. That's cool. We have any infantry we can bring back? Yeah, let's get you guys moving in. And we have another Rune of melee attack, so we gotta wait for the other one to wear off, which will be in a couple seconds. And then we'll pop that again. Yeah, Tyrion. Oh my god, Tyrion got that butt whooped by the dwarves. Oh yeah. War of Vengeance round 2. See if we can finish him though. Oh, Tyrion with the heal. Oh my god, the full health heal. Jesus. Alright, well, we're just gonna have to kill him again. Look at the Skaven abandoning me to the High Elves. Where are the Tomb Kings at? What are you guys doing? Get in here. Come on, Joe. Okay, Tyrion got his butt kicked twice over by the dwarves, which is pretty cool. Let's pull back a little bit, like see if we can get into a tree or something. Because like yeah, we need to let the Tomb Kings get in there. We're not lost yet. If only Thora could. I should have brought Felix, man. Okay, Deathmaster taking out that mage. Oh, Tyrion's coming in for round 2, man. That's dangerous. It's very dangerous. So we're gonna put Rune of Slow on him to slow him down, and then we're just gonna circle beat him. Yes, Tyrion has been slain. Check it out. Okay, we got Tyrion off the battlefield, which is pretty sweet. Our little dwarven character blob is very formidable. Oh man, we're not going to survive this though. The High Elves are coming in too hard. Do we have Rune of Wrath and Rune off cooldown right now? We don't, not for a couple seconds. Oh, this will actually be pretty good. Yeah, we might do a lot of damage there. Thoric is broken. We'll pop the Rune of Doom on Gotrek. We got a nice little AoE blob. Gotrek might do it. We're getting good points, but I don't think we can win it. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. We had a good fight versus Skaven. A good little even fight in the beginning. Oh, check this shit out. We actually have some blasting charges coming back, which is going to be hilarious if they actually do something. A little bit trapped up here. Runesmith might be able to do it. Here comes some blasting charges. Where are the other ones? Oh, they're super far away, unfortunately. Gotrek is a beast, though, man. He's going to take his time here. Here it comes. Tomb Kings need to help me. They need to come in and save their Dowie friends. Joe is just kind of waddling around the field, which Unfortunately, he's not going to have much of a chance of winning if he doesn't actually get active. Here comes the more blasting charges. Tyrion's at like 1%. Joe needs to just like get dirty ham on these guys. Rasta, thank you for becoming a new member. Good thing Gotrek just gives no shits. He's just like, this is how Gotrek plays in tabletop too. He's just like a raid boss, which is so funny. Like Gotrek in tabletop could probably kill all this. You know? Alright guys, Gotrek, just keep chopping, man. Just get points. Get some points. So Joe's on the hunt. Loopy's in a close second, but I think Loopy's out of steam. That's not saying I have much steam left, but certainly a little bit more. Okay, Gotrek has done his part. How many points has Gotrek gotten me? Ooh, 2,600 on Gotrek. Damn, that's solid. Oh, Tyrion, you better watch out, buddy. You don't want to charge Gotrek. He's coming for you. Oh, no. Tyrion's going to get killed by the tomb. Oh, that purple sun. Holy shit. That just, like, Shrek'd everything. All right, let's drop blasting charges here. Yep. The bird's coming in, which is perfect. Just give me those points. Gotrek might die to them, but at least it'll give me points going out. All right, and we have the Rune of Attack, which is back. Perfect. Gotrek. If Gotrek gets his heal, maybe. Looks like there is a little bit of support coming in. Gotrek could pull back to the trees, but he's putting some hurt on this bird. It looks like we have some help from Ark in the Black. Okay, we're being attacked by the Reavers. Dude, look at Gotrek just keeping me in the game here. We need to get that rebirth ability, like, stat, though. Super important. Alright, get the King to catch the Scorpion Legion. Come on, Runesmith, hold! No, zero leadership will not cut it. Oh, Deathmaster's here! Look at him! Look at the rats! You dirty rats! Alright, we're coming around. Come on. Let's go get vengeance. Come on, Gotrek. Come on, take that rat out. Let's go. Pump those dwarven legs. Oh! Oh, use the... Oh, we got the heal. It actually worked for once. Holy shit. It actually worked. Come on, Gotrek. Satisfy the grudge. Oh my god, it's looking grim. Oh no, not the Phoenix. That's gonna tear out the Skaven characters, though. Okay, okay, Gotrek doesn't... He is not afraid. Yes! The Tomb Kings are helpful. Gotrek got the heal. How much HP does he have? 400? Jeez. Well, this is good. We can farm some points here. You definitely farm some points. We have blasting charges. Do I pull back or do I fight? I have 1 HP right now. Or I think he's dead. Yeah, Gotrek has fallen. Okay, let's farm our Helms Deep. And just hope people forget about us. The Tomb Kings have a lot, but Joe is... He was too passive, so he didn't get enough points. Dude, Gotrek was doing work, man. Turn not singing it. Oh, what am I not singing? Did I miss a song? Oh, the Purple Sun, yeah. Purple Sun, won't you come and wipe away the Tomb Kings? All right, let's move up. Dude, Chris Cornell is probably one of my favorite vocalists of all times. I bet you Gotrek cleared 3,000 points. Yeah, so what do we got? Theshan Sorcerer, I mean, aside from that, like... Without units on the ground, yeah, the High Elves have nothing on the ground anymore, so he's gonna have to finish off the Assassin and then land. Oh, the Purple Sun of the Gods! Oh, thankfully that one didn't do much. It kind of missed. Yeah. Alright, the bird is going to have to attack here. It's going to get blasted by Sepulchral Stalkers. Dude, I think we actually won this. This is like the most Slayer victory ever. Because, like, my whole army died, but they still claim victory. Potentially. Let's blasting charge these skeletons. That'll be nice. Try and get a Rune of Wrath and Rune in there, too. Bad bird. Bad bird, bad bird. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when the bird comes for you? Bad bird, bad bird. Alright, he's coming. Wow, unfortunately the instant terror out. Come on, guys. Oh, you guys just shamed the hell out of your ancestors there. God damn. Alright, so Loopy is the only threat. I think. I don't think the High Elves can get enough points. Yeah. Norm MacDonald? No, Norm MacDonald? No, he's still around. Dude, the Slayers. The Slayers made the ancestors proud this day. Mainly Gotrek, which I have Gotrek's model next to me right now. He's so goddamn cool. He's like standing on top of a pile of Skaven with his like hand up in the air, all triumphant. It's super cool. I gotta paint it though. I painted most of my army, but Gotrek has not been finished yet. Alright, the bird has been getting stomped. It's close. Hey, at least Joe got the moral victory. Yes! The Slayers have done it! Oh, Norm passed away? Really? That's terrible. Yeah, he was pretty funny, man. He was in like all the movies I used to watch in the 90s. He used to be in those Adam Sandler movies, and oh, that's terrible. Damn, man, what a depressing news. Jesus. Norm Macdonald was great. He had a pretty funny little podcast show too that I would watch. That's sad. Well, it was a fun game. The Slayers did the trick. Gotrek got 3,300 value. Absolute beast mode. Thorek did pretty good too, considering he was being gooned. Each Slayer almost paid for itself. You know, Giant Slayers hit and miss. Blasting Charges, of course, did fine. For Loopy's army, I'm glad we ran into him. He was probably our best potential opponent from what we saw. Although I think if we fought the Tomb King's army head on, we would have annihilated them. But they were too far for us to get to them. Slayers would be so good against this army. High Elves were pretty much a hard counter to us. Brittle Beliefs had a very tough army. Like, I would have no chance against him one-on-one, so thankfully we weren't forced into that situation there. All right, that's it. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you all. I got to run to my doctor's appointment. If you enjoyed the stream, do drop a like on the way out. And I think that is it for today. Thank you, guys. We got a bunch of new members, donations. You guys are keeping the old Turin household going, so thank you so much for your support. Greatly appreciate that. And we'll be back with a chess stream tomorrow. So tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're having a chess tournament with Total War Warhammer players, which is going to be ridiculous and fun. Although I saw their ratings, I was expecting them to like not be chess players, but a lot of them are chess players. So I probably will be far beyond my level of skill, which is going to be hilarious. But that'll be tomorrow. Thank you, my friends. We'll see you next time. And that is it for now. Cheers. Loopy, well played, man. That was a solid scrap we had.